something. Yo, it's the MalloryBrosPodcast, episode 142. We locked in. Happy Friday. Coasting right through the weekend. Hopefully everybody's having a good week.
Yes, sir.
This isn't the first weekend of March, is it? Second weekend of March.
Second.
Yep. So the March vibes is in.
We're recording this on the 9th.
Recording this on the 9th, so it's a big day. Have you been paying attention? I don't know about you, but I pay attention every night. Like, I'm literally paying attention to anything and everything that's being said,
I started my night with the bubble guts.
So. Off the late night or this morning?
Both.
That's nuts. This man's sitting here tender.
There's a couple different types of stomach aches. There's a stomach ache where you're like, damn, my stomach is a little bit in a knot. I went to the movies last night, right? Mm-hmm. Went to see Creed. And since the last podcast, I've seen 2 movies. I've seen Cocaine Bear and Creed since the last. I'll tell y'all about those. But, Brody, when your stomach hurt,
you won't mind me eating this right now, will you?
As long as you don't eat it in the mic. Because that's the worst thing people do. So go ahead. Just keep your fucking chewing on that side. This is what I'll say. It's a couple types of stomach aches, bro.
I ask permission, but let's go ahead. Yeah.
Terrance, because you know how it is when niggas...
Go ahead.
Okay. It's a couple different types of stomach aches. It's a stomach ache where you like, damn, my stomach just like hurt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go to the bathroom. It's not like pain. It's just like... My stomach is, I know I'm about to have to use the bathroom. Your stomach don't hurt, but you got to use the bathroom.
But you can still get your, how you doing?
And
right
look,
this way.
And it's not going to be a bad bowel movement. It's going to be a regular bowel movement. Sorry for anybody that's eating. But when I tell you.
Bruh, really?
Bruh, really? Why? That's the point. That's the part people leave out. Yeah. But when I tell you, when I went to, so we went out to eat first. It was my girl's birthday. Shout out to her. Went out to our favorite spot. And I ate. I got 2 crab cakes, and I had the simple seafood joint. Came with fries, whatever. I just had a taste for that, whatever. When I got to the movies, I didn't want anything, but I had a strong ass taste for popcorn.
Okay.
So I got popcorn and a vanilla Coke, and that shit was fire during the whole movie. But
vanilla Coke is
yes,
yeah, it's like cream soda.
Yeah, but Brody. When I stood up at the end of the movie, I was like, oh, yeah, my stomach didn't fuck with that. And then on the ride home, number one, my girl was rapping. She was talking about the movie, but the whole time I'm thinking I need to make it to the crib because my stomach, this type stomach ache is the one where you just know it's about to be.
And it be one of them joints where you try and get it to the apartment and your girl be having all of the extra shit. Dropped my purse. I never noticed. Hey, yo, let's go. Come on.
It's the one where you feel it in your side. You're fucking...
I never noticed this right here. Yo, come on.
Let me get the key. We were talking about Creed. So she was like, and then the part, and I'm like, I just need to make it home.
Shit was crazy. It was crazy.
Remember when Bernie Mac said, when your stomach hurt, you ain't in shape to do shit. That's true. But if y'all, been keeping up with us, you'll see that your boy been vlogging. Got 2 vlogs out already. So if you still subscribe to the Mallory Bros regular channel, you probably saw that. But go ahead and check us out, man. See what we do, a day in the life type shit.
Nah, shout out to Terrell for definitely getting it started with the vlogs. We're going to try to keep that going. I like to see the vlogs going up, the solo vlogs. Terrell doing his own vlog. I got my joint coming. I honestly was kind of like not as loaded up as Terrell was when it comes to the vlog. I only got one job. But I still think his vlogs are going to have a certain look, and then mine will have a certain look and feel too. So I think that's just going to be even more of a benefit. So if you're not subscribed to the Mallory Bros channel, where we still put reactions and stuff like that, but we got the vlogs going up on that side. And then, of course, shout out to everybody who tunes into this podcast on the visual side, MalloryBrosPodcast on YouTube. Y'all, hit the subscribe button, dog. We should be at 10,000 subscribers by now. Come on. I'm trying to get like a small victory right there. He's 9,000 subscribers. If you watch on the YouTube, you might as well subscribe, bro. You keep forgetting. You keep coming back, and you keep forgetting to hit the subscribe button.
Okay.
Hit the subscribe button, and please donate, and go to our GoFundMe.
You still haven't worked out yet? You need to just go ahead and hit the link in bio and get that class. You know how people be selling their class?
You still walking around hairy, bro? Hit the link in bio and get the Manscaped, bro, and hit the discount code.
Lawnmower 4.0 has 3 different interchangeable
You be
blades.
thinking the motherfucker genuine as fuck till he get to the ad point of what he's saying.
Uh-huh.
Or the pyramid scheme dudes. Once you start really realizing, oh, I gotta sign up. I thought what you were saying was genuine.
Nah, yeah.
You know, you seem like a real sharp dude. You know, you seem real.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna shit on y'all too much because I'm 100% getting ready to start doing
pyramid scheme?
what you call it? No, hell no. I'm getting ready to start doing, ads and stuff like that in the vlogs. All you motherfuckers out there, send me shit and I will do it for the right price. And then shout out to everybody that makes beats. If you make a beat, DM me, and you might get your beat used in the
podcast is sponsored by
in the vlogs. Yeah, here you go with his fat ass flask. You look like a flask. Hey, look, what I want to say. Shout out to everybody that has the Patreon as well. Dropped the 4 for 4 no Wendy shit over there.
Turn up.
That was fun.
We did Nicki. We got the 2 J. Cole tracks. That new
that
nudie that's been on repeat. Yo, we need to talk about that. That nudie project was fire. We don't really need to talk about it, but
it was great.
I'm 100% spinning that joint every single day. It's crazy. That's definitely my favorite album that's dropped this year. The nudie.
Mm-hmm. And I've been spinning that. I just been kind of spinning a bunch of the young niggas. My whole gym today, I listened to Destroy Lonely and Ken Carson, which is 2 young niggas. The young crowd will know who I'm talking about.
You think I don't know what you're talking about?
Well,
let me tell you something right now. While you telling me that you're discovering, it's understood.
Okay.
I'm letting you know right now.
Finish your banana.
I'm letting you know right now, just so you don't think if you were to see me listen to anything like that.
I've never seen
he the type to discover some shit and then try to say, did you know that? Nah, you didn't put me on. We've been new about Ken Carson. We've been new about Lonely. So, cool.
I never seen him listen.
Happy for your discovery.
I never seen him do it.
Terrell, you supposed to be starting us on the first topic. Come on, my phone is charging.
The first thing we're going to talk about is in reference to J. Cole, even though Terrance is a hating ass nigga.
Okay, you see? I see the games he play. Officer, wait, this your train today. We're not falling for the bullshit today.
This nigga, J. Cole put out, number one, they did an amazing job with the soundtrack of Creed. They did an amazing job. A lot of it I heard in the movie. I haven't even listened to the album itself. But specifically, J. Cole did a track with J-Hope. Shout out to the BTS Army. And J-Hope, they did a collab where he basically alluded to his retirement, right? And he kind of said the same thing at the end of his verse on the Adonis interlude from the Creed 3 soundtrack. And so at this point, Kendrick, started off with, I choose me, I'm sorry. Like basically letting us know that he's prioritizing his mental health and he's choosing himself type shit. Think about it. Can't please everybody. Like it just sounds like, damn, he ain't about to put out nothing else for a long time.
Yeah.
Like he's choosing himself. Then Drake does an interview with Yachty and says that he's thinking about a graceful exit. So now we have the third of our, what we would consider our big 3, saying, that this might be it. And so it really just kind of poses the question of what will rap look like come 2025, 2 years from now. Like, who is that next crop, or have we gotten out of the big 3? Or is it bullshit? I'll start since this nigga's got a mouthful of nanners. Hate this nigga, man.
That nigga been talking for the longest.
I was trying to let the nigga.
And I'm thinking I got time. And as soon as I'm getting ready, this nigga's like, what do we think? I'm like, is he coming my way now?
I'll start.
I thought I was in the clear.
This nigga's dill pickles with a mouthful of nanners. This is what I'm going to say. When it comes to, like, the big 3, when we had Jay, think about it. When Jay and Kanye, 50, Wayne when that run was, I don't want to say ending, but when they started slowing down, it was cool because it was like, all right, we know that when Jay, Wayne, Kanye, T.I., all the people that was hot back then, once they slow down, we got J. Cole, we got Drake, and we got Kendrick Lamar that's taking the top spot. And they did. But I think this is the first time, I think Rory said this. This is the first time that we don't have a definitive next up group that's going to take the spot of the group on top. I think this is the first time in hip hop history that we don't have a definitive, all right, they're going to be the next for sure up. Because think about it, even in the 90s, when J-Nim was coming up, and then the South kind of took over. You know what I'm saying? After J-Nim run, after Jay's in the early 90s run and DMX, you got Kanye. And you got that next generation of the South, T.I., Nelly, fucking, but that you still had like Ja Rule and them. And then you graduate from that, and we get like different, it was like different shit. Like I wouldn't say the Chicago crowd was ever on the top in terms of Big Three status, but you still had Wayne's run through 2009, 2010, 2011. Okay. But then after that, right at the height of Wayne's Millie shit, you have this Young Money thing where we get introduced to Nicki Minaj, J. Cole, Drake, you know what I'm saying? And Kendrick. So to me, it is the first time since their run that it's like, damn, who's it gonna be for real?
I don't think that there has to be a big three. Not saying that you think this, but I don't think that there always has to be a big three or a group that's gonna take the rap game to the next level. The only reason why I say that is because low key, every generation of this shit has just been pushing people away from it. It seemed like, did you see the video of that dude, Lil Tyler? He's only like 15, and he was like, my advice for these youngins out here would be he said something like following your dream, but he also was like, you know what? Let me play it for you, Terrell, because I got it in my my bookmarks. Because I said, you know what? I actually wanted to play this joint for the podcast, and this goes hand in hand in what we're talking about right now.
What would be your advice to kids then?
Whatever you think you can do, just try that bit, man. You're gonna be able to do it. You can do anything. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody don't gotta be no rapper. Like, rapper ain't even all that for real. How everybody thinking like big money, man. That's the only way you can get big money type shit.
Big.
Yeah.
There's more ways.
Like,
so
Get in my way.
only reason, I hope y'all can't see this. Only reason why that stood out to me is because I'm like, damn, he 15 and he's almost like, I'm not saying he's not thinking for himself, but like that, the way he talking seems like how most rappers talk, no matter the age. And I'm like, damn, you only 15. You really haven't even really seen real success with this shit. And you already advising your peers to not do it. So that just brings up my point of like, J. Cole, Kendrick, and who's the other in the big three?
Drake.
J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. When you really look at them, did they really inspire the next generation to rap?
I would say Kendrick for sure. I would say Drake for sure. And I would say J. Cole for sure. I think they all have their little mini-me's.
The only reason why I say that is because, not that they weren't inspiring in their career, I'm just saying, were they about pushing rap forward or were they just existing and being great? You know what I mean? Only reason why I say that is because, like Lil Tyler, it seems like messages that we've gotten from a lot of the people who rap now is about how rap ain't the only way, and we starting to see way more artists do other things other than rap, and then eventually just doing that. Like, so when you see somebody like Drake exit, Kendrick's exiting, Cole exiting, after kind of looking around, they looked around and, you know, they've been talking about how shit is washed, this is washed, like, you know what I'm saying, the game changed, and I'm looking around and And it's like, damn, low-key, you're not inspiring niggas to jump in when you talk like that. When you say, damn, this shit washed, I'm leaving. It's like, damn, you know what? It ain't like a baton hand too. Like, we watched remember they brought Kendrick Lamar on stage and gave him the rock chain, or they gave him the Death Row Records chain or something like that?
Yeah, they handed him the West Coast, basically.
Passed him the torch. Like, I'm not saying that we don't have rappers. I'm just like, is rap gonna make it to the next
Nah, for sure.
joint? Like, as a genre. Because it seems like people don't even want... Leave a little time. This nigga's 15 talking about, yeah, rap ain't the only way. What you talking about?
Nah, for real, though. And you know what? It made me think about this next generation and if they even really give a fuck. Like, we were talking about...
like the rap legacy of hip hop. Yeah.
We were talking about how people don't even really rap no more. Like, we were talking about the clip that was going around where they were talking about I Just Want to Rock. The Uzi joint, and how he really didn't even rap on that joint for real. He was saying what he had to say on that joint, but that's not what gets the new generation. And trust me, listening to these young niggas that's rapping, it's cool, but it's not. You can tell that they not like, let me get my hours in silence, whipping the vest ball for 6 tequilas. They don't give a fuck about like trying to be the best rapper. They just try and catch a vibe for the TikTok.
And I think that's where the rap game is going. I feel like people just not really too worried about whipping the vest ball for 6 tequila, head ass this nigga
Big
right
Benjamins like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't think niggas is worried about that. I think people are just trying to catch a vibe. And I think if hip hop turns into this vibey thing, like you could be the old man wanting the bars, or you could just get with it. They had to get with our shit.
What do you think about the people that's saying, look, JID, YBN Corday, or just Corday, Baby Keem, people that coming up that still do try to.
My only worry is that they will continue to do hip hop and not like, look at what Yachty did. That's success. I stepped outside of hip hop and legit just tried to do something different and fucked around and made something that a lot of people fuck with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not taking any credit away from him, but like, do you know what that's going to do for him? Do you think after doing that, you want to go back to hip hop where niggas judge you and tell you, oh,
this was mid,
this was trash?
Yeah.
So like, if I'm another artist who makes hip hop and I see that type of success, now I want to add elements. It starts how it starts. I'm going to add certain elements. Mm-hmm. You know, I just want to go for a whole R&B, or I want to go for something different. And it's like, damn, you know what? Everything that these artists are doing to like be different and be a different artist is cool. Just there's a certain side of it where you see, damn, we leaving hip hop. Like low key, we not even really doing hip hop. We gonna look around and be like, oh shit, we not even in the same place anymore.
Nah, for sure. Like Drake putting out that dance album, even though it was received the way it was received,
everybody's going opposite ways.
And I was thinking about Tyler the Creator, but even Tyler the Creator, you can argue that, like the "You Be My Earthquake," that's probably what he'll do. He'll probably make more shit like that, just like his last album.
100. Like so, the same way that we saw hip hop kind of like trickle into like the pop community. Maybe it was like, damn, this kind of got like hip hop elements. I felt like we seen a lot of that other community now trickle into hip hop. And damn, I don't know. I don't know if the core gonna be there when you got people like J. Cole and Drake and Kendrick leaving the game. They are. It is gonna get left to.
Nah, for sure. And the fact that they're doing, and you know, there's people like JID and Corday that are doing the same things, but they're not going. I don't see them doing a $250K first week type shit.
Nah.
And so remains to be seen on what that looks like, you know. But times is changing.
100.
Over this weekend, Chris Rock put out his stand-up.
What was that joint called?
It was called
like Damage
Selective Outrage.
I thought it was just called Outrage. Selective Outrage.
It was called Selective Outrage, and it was live streamed on Netflix, which I thought was cool. I had my thoughts about it, but on the surface, I thought it was cool. I watched Terrance. I think you just kind of watched some clips from it, but I watched it live. Like waited. They had like a little pre-show with Leslie Jones and some other comedians. But once it got to like 8:59, they were like, "All right, here we go, Chris Rock," and then it came on. It was dope. But
I didn't watch it because I did not want to. I just didn't care to. I've seen some clips of Chris Rock on his tour, and I'm like, damn, like I'm not gonna say I didn't want to watch it, but I didn't watch the live stream because I was like, I don't know, something about me told me I didn't want to watch old Chris Rock. And Terrell was kind of frowning on me when I said that, but I said, I just felt like he was just gonna be up there and it's gonna be like watching my dad do a stand-up. Love my dad to death. But if it's not my dad, I'm like, all right, I don't really care to see a 50-year-old nigga get up there talking about how the youngins are. And I didn't know. This was me being kind of like, I was just kind of being, yeah. But look, once I saw the reviews for it, I said, damn, well, you know what? I wasn't too far off. I was kind of.
Nah, you still need to watch it for yourself.
I saw the highlights of it. I'll say that. The Will Smith shit.
Because that's cool, but when Dave Chappelle, who's also 50 plus, drop, y'all gonna watch.
Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock right now to me are in two different leagues. That we could agree to disagree though. I give Chris Rock the legacy piece, but Dave Chappelle, he doing this shit as a 50-year-old. Like he's almost funnier now than he was.
He is. I'm a Chris Rock guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I will never argue with somebody who picks Dave, but everybody was looking forward to the stand-up because it was on the heels of which is the on Sunday, the Oscars. The Oscar slap.
The Oscars. This nigga sound like Christopher Walken. On the heels of the Oscars.
It was on the heels of the Oscar slap. And, everybody wanted to hear what he was going to say in regards to the Will Smith thing. And so, first I'll just say that as a Chris Rock fan, this was one of his weaker stand-ups, for sure. I thought it was funny, but it was definitely weak. You definitely wouldn't like it. From the beginning. I mean, I think he finished strong.
He said, I wouldn't like it, but I need to watch it for myself.
The second, because it's like it has there's good jokes in it. It's just some jokes are like, all right, Chris, you better than this. Like
that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah. And since it was live on
Netflix,
it wasn't edited. It literally felt like it was no edits.
it was like a live show for real.
It was like a live show.
Yeah, they said he had a couple small mess ups.
Yeah, he had some fucked up. He was like, hold up, I fucked up the joke. And he kind of went back. But the
Come on, get to the shits, Terrell.
I'm going to say what I think about the stand-up. I don't give a fuck if you didn't watch it. I watched it. As a Chris Rock fan.
It's like we get that you are a
Kill
fan
the
and you
Messenger,
watch the stand-up,
Of Kill the Messenger and Bring the Pain and the classics, even after Tambourine, I thought it was all right. I guess what everybody wants to talk about is the fact that he addressed the Will Smith slap, which I thought that was dope. He smoked that part. That part was very funny. So far as the special as a whole, it was all right.
What do you think about, because my thing is I don't really have any, I guess you watched it, so you got
Yeah, that's on you. That's Chris Rock, one of my favorites.
Chill. I mean, I'm not trying to comfort you. I'm just saying, hey, like I said, I thought the special was mid. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was nothing that anybody needed to run to.
Terrance, you didn't see it.
Like I said, I saw clips from it, but you just told me that I wasn't going to like it if I watched it. You just told me there were jokes where you said that it wasn't good, so me saying that it's mid. You agree that it is mid.
Like you can't say that because you didn't see it.
Okay, well, I have heard. We watched this documentary. That's going to be on Movie Suggestion of the Week, this documentary we watched. But I swear in the whole documentary, they kept saying, well, someone said that. I'm like, who in this documentary got facts?
You like shit, boy. You doing the same thing.
Anyway, all I'm going to say is that I felt like it was mid, and then most of the response seemed like they was that as far as
And
that.
it was.
I think the parts with Will Smith with Chris Rock, though, that kind of sparked a conversation about if you thought Chris Rock was a bitch or not.
Do I think Chris Rock is a bitch?
Yeah. Do you think Chris Rock is a bitch, or do you think Will Smith is a bitch for smacking Chris Rock? These are two goats, too, and we talking about them like they just, Is Chris Rock a bitch, or is Will Smith a bitch?
I think, what do you think? Let's say what you think.
I think who looks more bitch-made in a situation, who looks more like a bitch in a situation, would you say? Is it the guy who smacked this dude because he talked about his wife, or is it the guy who got smacked?
We have
didn't,
Yeah. One of our most controversial podcasts was, and the award goes to. No, is that what it's called? No, Idols Become Rivals. Forgive me. Where we talked about the Will Smith slap, because we both were on Will Smith's side.
At one point. We was kind of opposed at a certain point.
It was like it was wrong, but you definitely took a big, it's a man thing. He's a man. He's passionate. But I don't think Chris Rock is a bitch.
Yeah, all right, but let's not just say let's not call anybody out their name. Fuck that. We're not even gonna do that. What I will say, I think Chris Rock got up there and completely like validated why Will Smith should have smacked him. I felt completely validated in how I felt about Will Smith in the situation after it happened. Once I seen what Chris Rock was saying on stage.
And why is that?
Because I just feel like...
Was it something Chris Rock said? Was it the fact that he doubled down?
Yeah, like, yo, hold up. This me. If I talk about your girl and you smack me, right? I have a problem with what you did, right? But I understand that you felt it was disrespectful. You know, like if
Keep going, I'm gonna turn the screen.
I'm not trying to disrespect anybody's. Imagine talking about somebody's girl or they somebody in their family and somebody really get upset about that. Even as a comedian, I feel like, yo, my bad, yo. You know, I don't know what's going on with y'all, but I'm not trying to add to y'all, you know what I'm saying, to y'all fire or whatever. But I get Will Smith went out there and smacked him. You got tagged for it.
He smacked who he could smack.
I don't believe that.
I believe that.
I don't believe that. I think you got up there, and this is why I said I feel like Chris Rock. You take the L in the situation, cause don't get up there and try to say.
They saying it was funny.
He smacked me because he knew he could beat me.
He did.
And then you up there trying to call him a bitch.
That's some. You smack. He said, but Chris Rock's.
I don't think Will Smith smacked you because he knew he could beat you. I think he smacked you because you said dumb shit out of your mouth. And you thought that you was going to get away with it because you was in front of white folks.
Terrance,
and he went up there and tagged your ass and you were surprised.
Like Chris Rock said, everybody called him a bitch. Drink Champs called him a bitch. This person called him a bitch. And who does he hit? Me. The nigga he can beat. That is honestly, this is Chris Rock's way of getting, this was Chris Rock's way of getting back at Will. This is my thing, Terrance. I get it why Will Smith slapped you. But the fact that Chris Rock handled it the way he handled it, I don't think he's wrong in handling it this way. I would have did the same thing if I couldn't slap you back.
You could have smacked him back. You just chose not to.
But it wouldn't have been right for him to just start fighting on stage. That would make Chris Rock wrong.
Yo, and this is what I was going to tell y'all. If a nigga come up to you right where you are, like say you in the gas station, a nigga come up to you and smack the shit out of you, it just literally just walks off, right?
The gas station is not the Oscars.
And that's why I'm saying, for real, it ain't even really about the location. It's not about the fact that they was at the Oscars.
Let's say you.
Because I'm not really talking about what happened. I'm talking about the aftermath. It don't matter where you are. If a nigga smack you and you don't do anything, right? We not saying that, wow, you should have smacked him. You should have fought him right where you was. I get it. It's situational. You can't go forward calling him a bitch. No. Because
you can. If somebody
you didn't do shit.
Terrance, okay, that's like if you standing outside, right? A nigga's
you
like
this. Can't go on a tour calling me a bitch and I smacked you now, and you didn't do shit?
Yes, you can. You know why? Because it's not like you said, it's not like I said, fight me, pussy, and you said, man, you tripping, then I slap you. It's like if a nigga stood outside or a nigga caught you in the hallway at school and look, you're not looking, he snuffed the shit out of you on some, I'ma sneak the nigga shit. You ever seen niggas do that? All right, man, whatever. And then they sneak him on some pussy shit. If he call you a bitch after that, he can. Because you just like snuck me. You didn't even give me a chance to fight. I didn't know you was coming up on the Oscar stage to smack me.
I'm thinking about like my childhood, right? Like, I get what you're saying, but think about this situation. So let's say something happened to your mother, right? Let's say your mother's sick. You remember we was young? Mm-hmm. Yada, yada, we going back and forth, your mother. But this person's mother's sick, right?
Yeah.
So he smacked the fuck out of you, right? Let's say he beat your ass. He gets suspended, right? Whole time he's suspended, right? You going around calling him a bitch. And you going around saying all of that.
He snuck me.
He snuck me. He's a bitch. Everybody knew he's a bitch for that. Everybody knows that's a bitch-ass move.
I didn't know his mom was sick.
You know, you look like the bitch.
That's not true, Terrance. I don't agree.
If it's me, I'm going to get smacked. And I'm going to say, you know what?
Nah, Terrance, you know what?
You know what? I'm not going on tour talking about how another nigga smacked me. And he knew he could beat me. Nah.
But this is how
No way, not me.
Now, this is what I'll say, too. let's take your same example about how a nigga slapped you in school, right? Because his mother sick, whatever.
Yeah.
Imagine if the principal come to you and say, do you want us to suspend this nigga? Do you want us to send him home for the day? And you know what you say? Nah, no, don't suspend him.
Nah,
don't
he
send him home.
Yeah, it was whatever.
It's cool,
And I thought that was
stand.
I thought that was stand up of Chris Rock at first. That he didn't press charges. Will Smith wanted to offer an apology and sit and talk to him. He said, nah, I'm good. But then you gonna go on tour talking about how I'm a bitch, and then you doubling down and saying the shit that got you smacked, and you talking about my son now. Okay, bet. You are a bitch. And I'm glad I smacked the shit out of you when I was on stage, because look at what you end up doing. True colors being shown to me. Don't act like you got respect for me. I don't give a fuck if you didn't press charges. You should have pressed the charges if that's gonna be the case. You know what I'm saying?
Terrance,
am I tripping?
Yes, because if you go back and look at the fact that this nigga smacked you in the face.
I get it's nothing he can do at the Oscars.
Now, right. But think about how it would piss you off that this nigga ends up winning, right? He goes up there and talks about the disrespect, which you can't take away the fact that you disrespected this man. But he goes up there, talks about the disrespect. He won. Then he's at the after party. Yo, 1-2 when we coming with me. I would be pissed off. I would be so hot. I would have started writing that night. So that's why I'm like,
I would have started writing jokes that night.
Because
that's out of here.
Because that's what I do. Terrance, if a nigga slap you and there's nothing you can do, you're gonna bring heat to the pod.
No, I'm not.
That's what you do. You honestly, but Terrance, this is my thing. Chris Rock,
you're gonna look worse.
But could Chris Rock have done a stand up and not addressed this? I don't think he could have.
I'm not saying that he couldn't have.
And Dave Chappelle would 100% have addressed it too if it was him.
I just felt like the way Chris Rock addressed it, I didn't think he was going to address it like that. I thought Chris Rock was going to address it from the standpoint of just being like, I didn't know what was happening. I ain't even know what's going on with him. Almost like
he did that.
It's almost like if you got like attacked by a dog or some shit. It wasn't like this personal thing. It's like a randomized thing. I was caught in the blind. You know what I'm saying? Blind side.
Nah, Terrance, that's random. It was personal.
This was 100% personal, and then to me, I just felt like Chris Rock's response. I'm like, damn, you look personally like affected by this.
Yeah,
and like low key, I haven't gotten past the fact that you said that shit about his wife. I thought that shit wasn't cool, and I don't like people kicking people while they down. You know that everybody joking on this man. They even came out before and talked about how there was inappropriate jokes told at the different award shows. It was out there. You saw the opportunity to tell a joke with me, and that's what I don't like what people do. You know I'm sensitive on something, but you want so bad to make everybody in here laugh. You will make me the butt of the joke, knowing how I might feel about it, because you want them to laugh. Like, that's why everybody didn't like what Chris Rock said at the end of his stand-up, where he said, you don't fight in front of white people. It's like, that was your real issue with the whole thing. That's why you real mad, because he smacked the fuck out of you because you thought you was going to make a joke out of me for these white people. There's no offense to nobody or whatever, anything like
true.
that. But it's like,
that part of it is true.
Chris, don't sit up here and try to act, like, come on, bro.
I just don't like the fact that people are calling Chris a bitch, because I feel like this is how he was going to respond. I think he did the most noble shit ever. I don't think Chris Rock is a bitch. If he would have pressed charges and look, he's sitting in court with the nigga because he slapped him, or he's looking for not restitution, but he's looking for payment or something like that. He did that shit the most stand-up way, if you ask me.
I don't think that was the most stand-up way.
I was glad he did that shit because honestly, Will Smith, you still won the Oscar. You still went on to do what? Look, almost another Oscar-winning performance with
barred from the Academy, joint. And he can't go back to the Oscars for 10 plus years.
Because of your decision to slap me. That had nothing to do with me.
All I'm saying is you can still about there's no consequences.
You got Bad Boys 4 coming. You just finished a big-ass press run for, what was the joint called? Emancipation. Mm-hmm. He good. If I'm Chris Rock, I got to now,
But like, I was good before the slap. I was good before the slap. All of this shit was going to happen whether I smacked your ass or not, Chris. Now you got a whole tour based off the slap. Think about it. I took time off and had to get back to shit that I was already gonna do. I was already going to do Bad Boys 4. You think that they said, oh, we doing Bad Boys 4 because that slap, that's going to get asses in seats. No. I was going to do that shit already because of my last performance of my last movie. That's why. Chris, you're doing your entire press run. That joint called Selective Outrage. That joint is all about me.
It is
so
not.
Low-key,
it is
I'm
not.
giving you back what I put on your face. You using it. You getting out here. You got a Netflix joint. You toured. You talked about it. You calling me a bitch.
You damn right.
You talking about my son, my wife on your joint, and you doubling down, and you know I can't smack you again. But you already know what happened when you said that shit in my grill. Do your thing.
You snuck me.
I snuck
Don't make
you.
it
I walked
seem-
smack up to
Terrell,
you and put it on your face.
Don't make it seem like you saw me in the parking lot.
Wow, dude.
Don't make it seem like you walked up to me in the parking lot.
He didn't
Or
basically.
some what's up type shit. You walked up here. I'm thinking this is a bit. We got on suits at the Oscars. See, that's what I don't like. People saying he smacked me. He knew he wasn't going to get slapped back. That's not fair. Because if these niggas would have started brawling at the Oscars, then y'all would have been talking about how you can't take black folks nowhere.
What also wasn't fair was the fact that he gonna get up there and say and talk about my wife, shit on my family, what I can't do nothing. Oh, why? Because he's at the Oscars. Well, he should have went up there and smacked them. Oh, but I was at the Oscars. Well, look, y'all would have did the same thing.
You're right, but we wouldn't be sitting here saying, yeah, you know what happened when he said about you.
And
We wouldn't do that.
And like he said, Drink Champs called him a bitch, right? Look at what Chris Rock said. This person called him a bitch. You called him a bitch. He called him a bitch, but then he smacks me. Well, look, do you not see the writing on the wall, Chris? Everybody called him a bitch, right? You say that, and if I sit right here and do nothing, you just said what everybody was saying about me, right? So look, can you imagine Chris Rock says that? What is my narrative now? Will Smith's a bitch. And it's you?
Agree. I agree with you.
You said that.
I agree with you.
Yeah, let me holler at you real quick.
I agree with you about the Will side.
Wow, dude.
I agree with you about the Will side. But with Chris side, you damn right I'm going to make jokes about this shit for the rest of my life.
Don't make it seem like he had no opportunity. This man, Will Smith, smacked him, went downstairs and said yes. Look, didn't even let you get...
They at the Oscars. They at the Oscars.
Right, but he didn't even let you finish your whole... Like, you couldn't even present. He said, keep my wife name out your mouth, and you was up there like...
They at the Oscars. It's like, nigga, you slapped me at the Oscars.
If
that
was
was some bitch ass shit. I'm sorry.
If I'm Chris Rock...
Slap me at the after party.
If I'm Chris Rock and you came up and smacked me and I was on stage, that'd be one thing. I said, I'm gonna have to talk to this nigga because maybe he was playing. I don't know. Like, I just don't know what just happened. But since I'm at the Oscars, I'm gonna just do this. But this nigga's down there talking about, yeah, keep my so-and-so name out your mouth. I don't know if I could have presented. I'm like, all right, hold on. All right, bet. All right. So do you want me to come down there right now? They would have had to go to commercial break. I can't not do anything. Have this nigga physically check me and verbally check me. He said that shit twice, and he said,
it's
yeah, so the nominees.
It's nothing worse.
Nah, and I'm not going to go on and then call this nigga a bitch.
It's nothing worse than somebody saying, if it was me there, and he should let me, what I would have did. You don't know you on the Oscar, the biggest stage in the world, the biggest movie night of the year.
You're right. I'm not going to say I would have smacked him back or anything, but I wouldn't be going on a tour talking about how I got smacked.
You're a comedian. Yes, you would. This is what I'll say, though. In terms of the selective outrage, the older comedian doing the jokes about how the new generation doesn't let you do anything and you'll get canceled if you do this and you can't say that. Let's leave. Chappelle has already ran that kind of into the ground in a sense. Successfully. Very funny he did. Mm-hmm. But that angle to me is tired. And I feel like that's the one gripe I had with the whole special. Is the selective outrage piece wasn't executed like I know, like normally Chris Rock executes.
Yeah.
And so, but I mean, I don't think my guy's a bitch.
I don't think that Chris Rock is a bitch. I think the person that looks more like a bitch in the situation would be Chris Rock, though.
I don't know. And then people getting online saying Chris Rock was never funny.
That was ridiculous.
Come on.
That was ridiculous.
If you've never seen Bring the Pain or Kill the Messenger.
And that said something to me about the masses. Like, damn, when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, we watched everybody just shitting on Will Smith. Chris Rock comes out with a stand-up. Now he was never funny. Y'all were on Will Smith's side this whole time?
That's what people do. That's how people are. It is insane how we flip on people. They flipped on Joey Swole.
For real?
This motherfucker's advocating for everybody in the gym. And then, now,
motherfuckers don't know who Joey Swole is.
Y'all have seen this nigga.
Go ahead, Terrell. Go ahead.
But he's advocating for everybody in the gym.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, there was a couple of videos where some people were, falsely accusing some fellas of, being creeps. He comes out in support of the guys. Now he's a fucking...
because it's going to be...
You know what I'm saying?
The more you pick a side, the more it's going to be that other side coming smack at your neck.
And that's the thing. Motherfuckers start flipping.
Mm-hmm.
Now Lil Baby's falling off. He was never good.
Lil Baby's falling off now, right? But let's say it's something would have to happen to where people could get on the opposite end of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know what?
Like Lil Baby's falling off, right? All right, bet. But then, look, Lil Baby's about to put out this project with Drizzy.
Uh-huh.
If that joint is fire, where's all the people that were saying he was falling off?
It won't. And that's the thing.
Like, you got the people who,
Have y'all not heard Wants and Needs? Y'all wouldn't want an album of Never Recover?
You get why people are saying that.
And then going back, you know what? Going back to our conversation about, the next crop of rappers.
Yeah.
If somebody was to say Rod Wave was next or Baby, there's a bunch of people that would say, hell no. But they doing the numbers.
Nah.
Obviously, that generation...
I think when you talk about
them.
next, though, people talk about this crown type of thing, and I just don't think we're going to have that. I don't even think anybody has the crown now. Think about it. Who has the crown? We just got a bunch of niggas talking about it. Yeah, they know who the top is. They know who the top... None of you niggas are. None of you niggas have sat on the throne.
We know who the three
are. A whole bunch of families on some Game of Thrones shit looking at the throne, but nobody has really sat up there for real. So when y'all retire, nobody's ever gonna sit up there. Everybody's just gonna keep remixing shit. Did you hear about Ray Shrimmer? Not Ray Shrimmer, but Sway Lee. He was so happy because he got this sample cleared, and people think it's gonna be the
Eminem stand joint.
Stand joint, and it's like, man, fuck this. Make your own shit. We should not be seeing artists getting excited that they get a sample so they can just merch off of another nigga song. That shit, how long are we gonna see artists doing that? Like,
now,
do artists know how we feel about that? Like,
for years, though, people have been getting excited about getting samples cleared, but it is different nowadays because people samples,
these days.
Yeah, because people samples don't just be a sample. It be.
Did you hear Sway Lee's version of the stand joint?
No. Is it just like it?
No. He's saying, like, my lean's gone cold. I'm wondering why.
That's not him. Is that his?
That's Sway Lee.
Oh, no.
So it's like,
I heard that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit.
It's like, he's going to talk about, like, putting 4.5 pounds in my backwood. I don't want to hear this shit. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear this shit. I know I might have the words wrong, y'all, but it's just like, yo, I'd rather you just say, yo, we spinning that stand again. So you mean now when we hit a stand beat, it's going to be this nigga Ray Shrimmer talking about weed? Fuck this.
Nah, yeah. And honestly, that's one of the greatest rap songs of all time. I think the Eminem Disrespect, and this is uncommon.
I'm not going to say, I don't want to deem it disrespect.
I think it's the Eminem Disrespect is crazy. People saying Eminem's not even in my top 15. Eminem's not in my top 10.
That is crazy.
Yeah, this man is responsible for everybody that has stands. When people say, oh, you a Drake stan. Oh, you a such and such stan. Y'all would not say that without this man's one song.
A trend don't do that, though. You
Terrance,
can't say because Soulja Boy is responsible for a lot of shit. So is he top 15?
Terrance, but Soulja Boy doesn't have a song.
He's responsible for a lot
What
of
is
shit.
he responsible for?
Nigga, this nigga.
What is he responsible for in terms of rap?
Soulja Boy is responsible. You talking about stands.
Name one of his songs.
Talking about rap.
Name one of his songs that has had an impact that way. And this is the thing. It's not, oh, I was the first nigga to wear shades with writing on it in my video. Nah, we talking about a song that was so great this shit literally became real life.
This nigga Soulja Boy is arguably responsible for, you know what?
Y'all gonna give him credit for FaceTime because Kiss Me Through the Phone.
Nah, but look, what you saying about Eminem and why he's great, oh, he's the reason why people call each other Stan.
That song
was great, but like,
You're tripping.
One song that sparked a trend, a lifetime trend, doesn't make you top. You know, I think he's top 5 for other reasons.
His pen is elite.
Top 10. You know,
That
you got
album,
it though.
I'm just saying. And that's where I think the disrespect comes. Because
You got it.
watch your mouth. But
You got it.
I got you. Rolling Loud this weekend. Shout out to everybody that went. It was dope to kind of see the clips going around. I don't know how people was watching that joint.
Yeah.
I think there was like some YouTube streams, but I mean it was like a regular, Coachella or whatever weekend. I mean, artists was out there performing. I was going to talk about, before I get to the Uzi shit, that's what I was talking about. A lot of people just be up there joint, just letting they song play, and the crowd is enjoying it. So I think the experience was probably better for people that were there.
100%.
Versus, and look, not even because of this great, crazy performance. Like, we just watched The Weeknd at SoFi on HBO Max, right? And he's up that joint singing and performing every track. He's not doing a bunch of 1, 2, 3, mic out to the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what a lot of these artists were doing.
And for Rolling Loud, makes sense.
Nikki didn't even perform her new track. She was like, I just put this out. I'm about to let this run. And look, she just stood back on the speaker.
That was awkward as shit. I don't know why she did that.
They did her job dirty with her mic. But I wanted to hear her like spit the new verse.
Yeah.
But and that's not just her. It was a bunch of artists that was doing that. Even this nigga Drizzy does that now.
I think it makes sense for Rolling Loud. Like, this is a big ass audience. It's a festival. That's just a vibe, you know? But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to everybody that was there. I guess it was a better there. They had all of these they had the little teleprompters for people to read their lyrics. But the Uzi shit really stuck out to me because he made a lot of people. He did. I'm not a super spiritual dude, but the Uzi shit was a little weird. You know what I'm saying?
Explain.
He said, I make a city girl. I make a city girl believe in Satan.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, we've been saying for years how Uzi is kind of.
You see his name.
Has been, yeah. I mean, but.
To me, it's kind of like, I think he doesn't care. I think a lot of artists don't really care, and they just be doing this shit just to piss off the people who do.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know? Like, what's cool? Like, is it cool to be religious? Let's keep it 100, y'all. Is it cool to be a lover of God? Really? In like hip-hop? Not shitting on it. Y'all know what I'm saying? In hip-hop, if you were to say, I just love, if you were this God-fearing dude in hip-hop, it would be frowned upon. So people
How? So
all right, I'm not going to say frowned upon, but come on. Who have we ever seen be...
You're right. I mean, you're right.
That's why I said I felt like hip-hop moved so far away from being religious that now it's...
What about Kanye?
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, okay, so even with them, even with Jay-Z, remember years ago when Jay-Z put out the On to the Next One video and they was dissecting that?
No, I'm saying, what about how Kanye is a lover of God and he, he's got the best gospel album with Donda.
Well, Kanye a different breed. All I'm going to say is just like, even with Cardi, this nigga's up there with like these rock band white boys. Like, we moved so far away from what was what we used to. And I think religiously, now I think you starting to see artists do like devilish, satanic looking shit purposely.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck about, they don't give a fuck about the reaction. They said, fuck it, we're going to do a whole video, but I just want 3 skulls right here and a devil head.
Nah, yeah.
You got people who will be like, it's Illuminati, they making them do that and stuff like that. But now I'm thinking, how do I spark a conversation after this performance? Like, did you see the performance with Sam Smith on the joint?
Yes,
Unholy?
100%.
And that shit was 100% unholy.
They did it on purpose. And you see, but that made, I'm not going to say it made sense, but it fit what the shit was about.
Yeah, unholy.
I just want to rock. It's supposed to be fun, right? This motherfucker up that joint looking crazy.
All red.
With the contacts, his eyes was crazy. But you know what? Maybe you're right.
He's always been. His name is Lil Uzi Vert. Really, y'all? Really? Are we really that naive?
Nah, you're right. He has been that way.
Once we get hit for real, once your 9 is over, once you know how you'll die on GTA?
Oh, you wasted, yeah.
Once you really do that, you're going to look back and you're like, damn, I was dumb as shit for really like believing that.
Yeah, okay.
Now, so you mean to tell me you're misunderstood on satanic signals you're getting from an artist named what?
Lil Uzi Vert.
His name is Lil Uzi Vert. This is ridiculous.
Nah, I mean, you're right. It is.
Say it real fast, Terrell.
Lil Uzi Vert. Lucifer. That's what it. And when he says it on the track, remember that joint we listened to?
Bro, yes.
What is that?
I just watched it.
Do too much.
Yeah.
That joint.
Mm-hmm.
He got a song called 444 plus 222. I mean, he been putting the signs out there for years. Then he said, I'll make a city girl believe in Satan. Really, JT? Real ass bitch don't give a fuck about a nigga? This what you want?
You sound like her cousin. Really, JT?
That's wild, dog. That's wild. But that's y'all man, though. And I would be interested to see what the Uzi fans think, like, about what y'all guys up there doing. Like, this has nothing to do with the music, right? I just want to rock. He proved that he could put out, But, like, what do y'all think about that?
Nah, yeah. For me, I listened to I Just Want to Rock when I went to the gym yesterday, right when I walked in. And, like, I walked in the gym. I had I Just Want to Rock playing in my head. I looked at all the equipment, and it was like, damn! Look, the
just
the
peak
beat
like
started
fucking
rising. I'm looking at all of the equipment.
Project. That joint fire. That joint fire.
I started looking at all the equipment. I'm like, I'm about to go fuck in. I said, this song is fire. Who gives a fuck if it's satanic? If it's devilish? If it offends your religion? It sells. It makes money.
That's what they doing.
That's how they look at it.
That's what they doing.
Oh, it affects your religion, huh? Oh, that's hard to know.
100%. And I really do think that they be doing this to piss
Affects your religion?
I do think Sam Smith and them did that shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? The way religious communities have treated, LGBTQ people. Mm-hmm. Sam Smith and them doubled down for real. Because this is what y'all said.
Something on early.
Y'all said this is where we were going. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we about to double down and watch y'all get pissed off.
And that's what I think it is. It's about.
I liked when they did it because it was like, you know what?
But you didn't like when Uzi did it.
Uzi is up there performing songs that have nothing to do with it.
So I really just have one question. Respectfully. Is he a brother? Or is he a cornball brother?
That nigga was right as shit about RG3.
He 100% was definitely risking his whole career with that question.
He ended up not. He didn't get taken off.
Brother?
He got taken off TV for that.
Brother.
Remember that Shannon Sharp gift? Like, look at this motherfucker. All right, bet. Let's move the needle. Went to go see Creed this weekend. Actually, yesterday I went to go see Creed, and me and Terrance have been a fan of Jonathan Majors for a long time now, for years now, and he's just really starting to bubble, with his role as Kang in Ant-Man, previously Loki, and his role as Dane in Creed. But we've been a fan of Jonathan Majors for a long time. For us, it really spiked when he did Lovecraft Country, which if you have not seen it, it's on Netflix. It is one of the best written miniseries that you will watch. It's only one season, but man,
so good.
Talk about something that great beginning, great end. Jonathan Majors smoked it, was snubbed for the Emmy for Best Actor in a Miniseries. But anyway, saw Creed last night, and bro really does this shit. Michael B. Jordan, how do I say this without it coming across the wrong way? I love Michael B. Jordan to death. Michael B. Jordan is my guy. But when it comes to acting, if you really watch the shit, if you really study actors, and I get he was directing the movie, and he did a great job. But sometimes Michael B. Jordan lines, the way he delivered his lines sounds like I can see the script. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see that you had to say, I'm going to do the best I can. Your line was, I'm going to do the best I can. And you know what you said? I'm going to do the best I can. Jonathan Majors, though, sitting across from him, that nigga just smoked it, bro. He smokes it. So the only reason why I say all of this is because, you know, people were saying, is Jonathan Majors, are we witnessing the next Denzel Washington? You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what I'll say. The reason people said that is because in terms of box office success, you had Ant-Man and now you had Creed. And so people were saying that he's like the next big box office black dude actor. Because think about it, Denzel's not only box office, but he can act very well. So, what do you think?
Absolutely not. I think it is a complete waste of time to have that type of convo. We can talk about how Jonathan Majors is doing great things, but like I think that's exactly the issue with what we do, where we start saying, "Oh, since he's doing good, he's the next best we ever had." Come on, y'all. Like Jonathan Majors also does not have a role that touches. Even with Lovecraft Country, you don't really have anything on your resume that puts you in any conversation with Denzel yet. I'm sorry. And that doesn't speak to what you don't do, Jay. That speaks to how great that man is. It ain't easy to sit next to him. You don't see these people out here saying, you know what, Timothée Chalamet, he's the next Leonardo DiCaprio.
That is 100% what I was getting ready to say.
Hold up.
I was getting ready to say that is exactly what they say.
He might be a young, pretty white boy, but you have to do something that's going to put you in the same conversation with somebody that's mad levels above you, and your potential doesn't put you in that conversation.
I think it's unfair though to just say, yeah, you might be a young pretty white boy. You're like, nah, this bruh been acting. And the reason why these people are being considered with these greats is because they're acting their ass off. Timothée Chalamet is a beast.
Timothée Chalamet.
That's why they compare him to Leo.
And I get why you would compare somebody like him to somebody like him. I'm just saying, you can't just say because you're young and doing it, that your potential aligns you with him. Not yet. We got to see something for real. Jonathan Majors, we got to see you actually lead a film for real. Devotion was not this crazy movie that everybody loved. Or how many of y'all went and saw Devotion? Jonathan Majors. True. I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying Denzel Washington is a film lead. He is not a nigga that's good for your film. Never has been.
But Terrance,
that's
look
why
at
the conversation is a little funny, but I'm with you on Jonathan Majors. That's my man. Definitely would never hate on him. I'm behind each and everything that he does, like in full support. But next Denzel, y'all, we gotta pump the brake a little bit.
But if you think about Denzel's early run,
yeah,
right, where in 1993 he played, you know. He was the supporting role. Listen, 1993. He was supporting role in Philadelphia next to Tom Hanks. 89, he was supporting role to Morgan Freeman. And he eventually started to get lead roles.
But you see,
Pelican Brief, he was supporting to, what's his name? I feel like Jonathan Majors is still in his early.
That's why I'm saying we're not going to put you in a conversation with Denzel, who went on to do great things. Everybody going to start to support him.
We can't foreshadow and say, like, damn, like, could he be? That's what they do it like. Think about Pat Mahomes. People saying he could be the greatest of all time. We're not saying, look.
He won a Super Bowl before we started saying that, though.
Yeah, but.
You got to win your Super Bowl first, Jay. And
Pat Mahomes has 2 Super Bowls.
We didn't start saying Pat Mahomes was going to be one of the greatest until he won a Super Bowl.
Terrance, but people are saying that he might be the greatest of all time.
And they didn't start saying that until he won a Super Bowl.
Until he won his 2nd Super Bowl.
All right. So you
but greatest of all time. The reason why I say that is because Tom Brady got 7 rings. What if Pat Mahomes doesn't win another Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most likely he will. But what if he don't?
Then it
but we still can have the conversation because
but the only reason you having the conversation is because they won a Super Bowl. And that's what you're not getting.
Jonathan Majors is winning Super Bowl.
Don't have a Super Bowl yet.
I would say right now he's in his glory. Pelican Brief.
And that's not when
Philadelphia days where it's early.
And that's not when we were considering Denzel to be this cream of crop guy.
Yeah, but you don't
That's
think
when it was like, yo, he's great. But like, I'm not putting him next to Denzel. I'm not putting him in any sentence next to Denzel based on what he's done already. And I'm not hating on him. I love him. But I just put more respect on what Denzel does. He is truly one of our GOATs.
Denzel is a GOAT. And I'm not saying that Jonathan Majors is the next Denzel. I do think we can have the conversation. Denzel Washington has done so much shit. He's too decorated. He's done so much shit.
He's too decorated.
Because he does have lead roles before those movies that I just named.
He is
but they weren't that big.
Guy.
He didn't become a box office success. Let's keep it up. Denzel Washington did not become box office until the late 90s.
I mean, he definitely got with the right guy.
Nah, he honestly, Mo Better Blues came out in 1990.
I thought it came out in 89.
Nah, it came out in 1990. But that wasn't a box office crazy, oh my God film. It was still a niche black film. And then he started to become...
All I'm saying is he can lead the movie. And that's what I've always wanted to see from Jay. And if you can't do... And if we haven't seen it yet, it's fine. Because I still believe that Jonathan Majors can lead a movie. But next Denzel...
Man, I'm going to jump out there and say... And look, let's not... Okay,
how
so
you think your
Terrance...
boy Michael B would feel about you saying that he was the best? You didn't see my performance?
Michael B, you did a great job directing, but acting... I just think Michael B. Jordan, I love Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan's my guy. I was hurt when Lori did that to my guy. That's my girl like to say. Y'all was hurt. You damn right
we was all hurt from that. When we see my man at the
basketball
game, we was like, look at him sitting on the side. She did my man dirty.
It was bad.
But can you imagine he leave her and she's sitting on the sideline like this? Oh my God. We would be trash, Michael B. Jordan. Imagine Barack Obama break up with Michelle Obama and she at the State of the Union like this, and they said she just really hurt him from losing. Barack, people are going to be like, Barack was the worst president we ever had.
Then y'all going to come around to it, right? But look, let's take away the Denzel aspect of it. I do think that my guy Jay Majors is... It's tough for me to name a black dude that can outact him on screen together. You gotta go get somebody like a Denzel. He's like Easy the Block Captain right now. You gotta get somebody for him. You can't just put me on the stage with... You can't put me up here with you. Think about it. Michael B. Jordan. Now you all right.
Majors is that guy right now.
We can't give Jonathan Majors the credit for the Ant-Man box office success because it's fucking Ant-Man. It's Marvel. You got comic book fans that are driving that number.
Yeah.
And then Creed, arguably, you got Rocky fans and Michael B. Jordan is the lead. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just give you that. But it's tough to act across. Who can you put across from me that's also black and acts?
You can put some people across from Jonathan Majors, I think. It's going to be mainly women, though.
Nah, you can put some brothers up there. You can do
some brothers, but it's women that can go toe-to-toe with him. For real is what I'm telling you. I think our talent...
In his generation?
Yeah, I think our talent is heavy on the women's side. We definitely don't have a lot. I wouldn't mind seeing Majors and Mahershala in the same whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like if Jonathan Majors was a villain type of actor and like, we got the Mahershala Ali Blade joint. I was like, damn.
Mahershala.
Nah, him 100%. That's somebody I would put across from him. I'm like, all right, bad 2 dudes. But it would be hard for somebody to match Jonathan Majors' emotional level that he can take it. That dude can take it to a different level. But I'm sure there's that brother out there.
Daniel Kaluuya.
There's that brother out there that we don't know about. That's just grinding, doing his thing right now. And the world don't know about him yet. But he'll pop and he'll give that motherfucker pressure for real. Watch. He's not out there yet. And that's what it's about. It ain't about trying to say who we got. It's about finding who up next. Like y'all saying, the crown is for the taking. Y'all can hear what we talking about with this music shit. Well, all of my niggas who do music, y'all. It sound like you know what I'm saying? If I got the shot this wide open, I might as well take. Who's going to be the next queen of rap? Or, I'm sorry. Who's going to be the next king of rap? Who's going to be the next big director? Who's going to be the next big actor? Well, you know what? It don't look like somebody stepping up to the plate. So, why not?
I mean, yeah. So that's how I feel about Jonathan Majors. That's why he said he could be the next Denzel Washington.
I feel like I definitely respect Jonathan Majors saying it, being put, you know what I'm saying, in consideration, but definitely we can't have that combo yet. Nah, it's automatically, hell no. Oh, hell no. We'll have a better conversation with somebody else before Jonathan Majors to have that type of conversation. We start talking about somebody else. There's other black actors out there who've been doing shit that we can say.
There's other black actors that we can put up there with Denzel.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I'm like, Majors, you got a little bit longer to go, but yeah.
It's like the best nigga in the game, right? The hardest nigga to be like. It's like, remember when you had to go and fight Snoop Dogg in the fucking penthouse at the end of Def Jam Fight for New York? Mm-hmm. That was a tough-ass match. It's one of the toughest matches. But you also had to fight Joey Crack in that cage. And everybody knows that was tough.
That was tough.
Like, to me, Forrest Whitaker.
You got to throw Snoop Dogg out the building.
Think about this. Forrest Whitaker. You put Forrest Whitaker in a movie with Denzel. You seen Great Debaters. Yeah. Not Great Debaters. Was 100%.
That it? Yeah, 100%.
I'm up there with you.
That's a great example of you just got to cross with somebody who can rock with.
Who could, yes.
2 heavyweights. 100%. And you can feel it on screen. You
can
feel it.
You need to go see Creed because there's a clear difference between these two niggas. It's clear.
Jonathan Majors got the role that he could act better in. Adonis Creed, not much you could do with that.
It's so much Michael B. Jordan could have done more.
Well, it is more.
It's more. Now, you're right, though.
I'm just saying, Jonathan Majors in that role he got, yeah.
And you know, when you watch him in these interviews and he just being a regular dude, seeing him in the movie where he got to play this cool dude, yo, that Jonathan, I'm just a fan of him.
Did y'all see that picture of Jonathan Majors that was going around with his hands in his pocket? He was skinny, he ain't had a muscle.
Oh, nah, yeah, that's,
We all got pictures like that, but I said, damn, they
look like he was fresh off the
he
set
looked,
of...
It was like, y'all wasn't fucking with my man back here. Nah, they wasn't fucking with us. But,
shout out to him, though, because, you know, he's on his come up.
100.
And I thought that was dope.
Turn up, man. Jonathan Majors is a great guy. Great dude. That's definitely somebody that I'm following, for sure. Would you rather be lonely or would you rather have too many friends? And this don't got nothing to do with your money, your wallet. But I think
rather be...
when you're lonely, there are plus sides and downsides to it. Lonely negative, but low-key, there are plus sides and downsides.
I was getting ready to say, yeah.
But it's the same with having too many friends.
Is having too many friends really comparable to being lonely?
The only reason why I say this is because I think there's people out there that have this big friend group. And I don't mean you have too many friends, but you've seen it. You've talked to girls that have had big friend groups. Too many friends to me sounds like, okay, I'm in a big friend group of 8, right? And it's always somebody's birthday. It's always somebody throwing a party. So there's a lot of pressure for me to show up and show that I am a okay human being. You know? Okay, so I got to show up to this part. I got to show up to that. The person that's lonely doesn't have to... They don't have that type of burden on their shoulders, but it's one that's different. They both look at life in 2 different perspectives. One wants to be around more people, but feels kind of like put away, the lonely person. One is probably not looking to be lonely, but like, damn, I got a lot of pressure showing up. So that's what I was going to ask you. Like,
okay,
would you rather be somebody with the pressures of keeping up with a big friend group, or would you rather be somebody that didn't have a big friend group, but you was just like lonely?
I probably would pick the friend group.
The friend group?
I think loneliness comes with a level of depression.
Yeah.
And a level of insecurity that where the friend group is annoying and you still feel the pressure to show up with people, but it's not the same. Having been a part of both.
You don't think the friend group could cause some depression or some insecurities?
They can, but it's different. It's like, well, to me, it's different because I have no problem telling my friend I'm not going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it depends on what type of person you are. Because for me, I have no problem telling you, yeah, couldn't make it because my people know I won't even answer the phone sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I can do it. That's how I am.
Yeah.
Or that's just who I kind of have accepted that about myself. Like, I can do that.
Yeah.
So dealing with the loneliness for me would be tougher because you don't have those outlets.
Yeah.
Because when I need an outlet, I can still lean on one of my friends. I'm not a super terrible nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
For me, I think I would rather be lonely. And the only reason why I say this is because to me, loneliness is temporary, which means everybody's going to go through being lonely at some point in their life.
Yep.
And for me, I've been in situations where I felt lonely, or for my people out there who might go through either a breakup or you go through a big point in your life where you by yourself, you might move somewhere, you might go to college or whatever. When you lonely, to me, you learning about yourself. And I think that's the biggest progress about being lonely. Like, all the moments where I was lonely or by myself, I got better with being by myself. It's easier to handle. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like, I know a lot about myself. When you're when you're alone, you learn a lot about yourself. So to me, when you get back around your friend group, the insecurities that come from that side of it, where I'm like, damn, like, do they think I'm this way? Do they think I'm that? Because I was lonely and spent a lot of time by myself, I got to understand who I was. Like, I think I saw this joint that said, what did it say? And I wanted to read it for the pod. It says, the price of loneliness is the knowledge of ourselves. I don't think it's the price. I saw a comment. I saw that on Facebook.
I love that.
Say
that again.
The price of loneliness is the knowledge of ourselves. I think what it should really say is the prize of loneliness. I think when you by yourself, you get the benefit of learning about yourself. Because think about that person that has that friend group. They're never able to, or they're not able. It's not that they're not able, but like, when you got to show up for a lot of people often, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you are always, like, what did you just say? You are always outletted. I always have an outlet.
Yep.
When your outlets get cut off and the loneliness period that temporarily comes past everybody's life, the person that has too many friends, it hit heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
that's
you're
true.
so outletted. I've been around everybody my whole life. Even like, I can definitely say I've experienced that, where you got a heavy set of just outlets and then it dwindles down to just you. And then you start really realizing, damn, like low key, I have a lot of learning about myself to do. That's why I say if I had to choose a life, I would choose to be lonely. I would choose to just be dolo, and can float in and out. I don't want to have to live up to the pressures of a friend group, because I'm like, once I start feeling like I'm not living up, then you got to deal with not showing up. You got to deal with where you've been at. You got to deal with, you still got your...
Nah, yeah, that's true.
I'd rather be on some dolo shit.
I understand that. I've been lonely before. And
I get lonely too. You know, we singing the New Impressions version, DC.
Not the Drizzy.
Yeah.
I've definitely been lonely before, and it's definitely not fun, but it teach you a lot about yourself.
Yes, sir. This is Mr. Self Trip right here. Mr. Solo Trip.
100%. I'm telling you. Everybody that I've told to take a self trip that has taken one, it has helped them out tremendously. And you don't have to fly to a different city. You can literally leave your house and book a room at a hotel in your city for a night or two. And you wake up, you go get breakfast somewhere by yourself in a restaurant, eat. You can DoorDash food to your room, and you can literally watch TV. You can be on your phone. I did all of that on my solo trip. But I was in Miami. So I was doing shit but by myself. I went to the beach alone. I went to the breakfast spot alone. And you know what's crazy? When you lonely, and I was lonely when I went on my solo trip. What sticks out to you the most, damn, my bad, y'all. What sticks out to you the most on like a trip like that to me was all of the people together. Because I was by myself.
Yeah.
So all you see and all you notice is people together. Jesus Christ, too many dinging. But all you notice and all you see is, oh, damn, that's a couple right there. Oh, this is a friend group right here. And so it's definitely real and it's definitely tough. But if you were that person that had this big friend group and then all of a sudden you lonely, it may be a little harder to...
Yeah. That's why I think even though loneliness is temporary, if you feel like you're at a point in your life where you want some dolo shit, it's just like... That's to me some of your biggest progress, because you really learning about yourself. I feel like when you always have a distraction, you always got somebody that can come in a room and fix whatever negative thought you had, you didn't fix it yourself, then when it comes down to the point where you do have to fix that shit yourself, then you're like the person that always got help putting something together. Now that you got to do this shit dolo, you can do it. You're just panicking a little bit. Yeah. It's like, damn, hold up. I'm really by myself. I'm really doing this by myself. You know, like, you can get it done.
Yeah.
You just know you're doing it dolo this time. 100.
And even though it's, you know, like Women's Appreciation Month, fellas, that's a real key thing for us because the ladies at least be talking to each other or will talk about the shit they going through. We link up for the game and it's cool, but we could be battling something completely crazy when we get alone.
Yeah.
So learning how to deal with that shit by yourself.
The only advice I can give to that person that's dealing with that is not go get with somebody, go open up. But I'm not gonna say none of that. All I would say is that it's temporary, and I feel like when you in it, it don't feel temporary. But loneliness is 100% a temporary thing.
But what would you say to the person that doesn't feel like it's temporary because they've been lonely for a long time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it's only temporary because of you. You know what I mean? You still have to maneuver through life. Like, you can't get comfy. And give me this real quick, Terrell, because I feel like you're going to fuck with this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can't make a home in the corner of a maze. This is my own shit. I mean, I didn't get this from nobody. But I think what people will do, when you think about a maze, you're supposed to be able to get through it to the end. Mm-hmm. You know? But it is literally also made to, like, choke you up. And I feel like, for real, this shit is going to feel like a maze, you know? And I think some people make a home in a corner of a maze because I might not know how to get out of this joint, but I know I can get right back here. If I put all of my shit right here in this corner, no matter how far or how lost I get, I can always at least get back right here. You know what I'm saying? And instead of me now living this life to get out of the maze, now I'm living my life to really, I just need to get back to where I left my shit. I'm not even thinking about getting out of the maze. I'm not even thinking about trying to escape or get through. I'm just thinking about staying as comfortable as possible because if I make this corner comfy, then me being in a maze don't sound too bad because I got my shit right here. I got all my shit right here.
Okay. I like that. But, like, how do you get out?
So that's the only reason why I bring that up. Because
we talking about loneliness.
Yeah. Only reason why I bring that up is because, like you said.
And my bad, because you saying it's temporary.
Yeah.
But if I'm somebody who's always felt lonely, right? Let's say I grew up a different life, or I don't get that many girls, I don't have that many friends, I could be an only child, whatever. I could have been feeling loneliness for a long time. So you telling me just know it's lonely, I could feel like, man, fuck that, because I've been lonely for a long time.
I would ask you if you are making a home in the corner of a maze. Only because loneliness is temporary because it's really on you. You can't get upset that you're lonely and you don't put yourself or give yourself any opportunities to change that. That's like me complaining about the fact that I'm dirty, but I never try to take a shower. I never try. At a certain point, me saying that I'm dirty is now not because there's an unfortunate reality placed on my back. It's because I have stopped trying to get clean. You know?
Yeah, but you said you wouldn't, if somebody was lonely, you wouldn't tell them to talk to anybody or go talk to somebody. But how do they get on?
That's what, like, because my thing is this. I'm not going to tell you to make the first move or what first move you can make. All I can tell you is that it's temporary and it's on you. So, like, whether it's you joining and getting more in tune with your interests, or you getting out of your box and doing something you've been afraid to do. These are things that can keep you from being lonely, and lonely don't always mean partner, like girlfriend. Lonely is, I don't have anybody that I can talk to about this game. I don't got anybody that I can talk to about sports. Mm-hmm. Think about it. When I look at myself, and y'all know what I do, I go to the gym. But y'all know how many people I talk to in the gym about, like, sports and shit, and I see them all the time, and it's kind of like, am I chilling with them after? Are we getting beers and are we drinking? No. But I'm putting myself in an environment to meet somebody or run into somebody that might be like, hey, bro, you know we shoot hoops after this if you wanna link.
Right, yeah, you never know.
Yeah. So for me, that's why I say, like, your lonely period is temporary, but it's only temporary if you still flying around. If I'm branched up, then nothing's gonna happen. I can't tell you where to go.
Nah, that's true. And you know what? Shout out to Candace, because our sister Candace, her friend group now is completely different than the friend group she had when she was
growing up
in school.
Yeah.
And I think for a little period of her life, she was just kind of like doing her. And she ended up meeting who are now her best friends a little bit later in life.
Yeah.
So that does happen. I like that, though.
I'll end it with just saying, don't make a home in the corner of a maze. No matter what situation you in, it's easy to get comfortable with comfortability.
Yeah, it's easy to be comfortable. That's true. That's
easy
such
to
a
make
great
a
thing.
shit situation comfortable, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Wow, that's crazy because that's something that I've been thinking on for a minute. Yeah.
Now that was
One thing we do want to get on here and say just very quickly because we talked about it a couple weeks. The Ja Morant situation where he flashed the gun. I know y'all seen it all week. Everything's happened. We've talked about it and defended Ja on the last couple podcasts. So we just wanted to get on here and say there's really nothing that we could say about that. It's just an L for Ja Morant. I think everybody's in agreement on it. I don't know why you thought that was smart to do after everything that you had on your back. They was already saying that you got an assault with this kid at a school, and then they said that y'all had the red lasers pointed. For when he got on the camera, he's smiling, giddy as shit, holding a gun. I said, you actually look dumb. I would tell you to your face, you look dumb, bro. You should really regret that.
I think this is a
He gonna regret that.
I think this is a lesson to everybody that thinks that people are just hating on them. And you think you have all of these haters. Look at Ja Morant's situation as a lesson to everybody that you just think everybody hating. At some point, people trying to help you, or sometimes the criticism is like healthy. You know what I'm saying? Or constructive. And it's not always motherfuckers hating, because Ja Morant was told several times by people, and sometimes in harsh ways, Ja, you worth this. Ja, you got this, and you supposed to be that. You ain't supposed to be squandering this opportunity. We all talked about on the TL how, he's just like fucking this up. And Ja just kept doing him all the way to the point where he blocked all of that out. And guess what? He gets online. Now he's blocked all of it out to the point where now you online and you brandish a gun, right?
Yeah.
To regular people, it's like, I have friends that will do that. You know what I'm saying? Get on live and they got their strap, whatever. Or put up their story and they got their strap. But see how the shit different when you a $200 million nigga? Now it's not this motherfucker having fun on his platform. Now it's Ja Morant, pro basketball player, brandishing a weapon on Instagram Live. Now it's like some serious shit.
Yeah.
But everybody that was trying to help you, man, there's haters everywhere. These niggas don't want to see you win. These niggas praying on my downfall. It's like, all right, now you learn a lesson. Now you taking some time away, and I think he's handling it the right way. He came out and said, I'm going to just take some time away. Hopefully, just to kind of reflect. And his team hopefully is helping him with that, because somebody that's super likable has become somebody that people villainize. They calling this man Ja Wick.
Ja Wick. What's that? Ja Morant.
No.
Some of them joints was funny.
Some of these joints was funny as shit. But shout out to him. Hopefully he comes back, refreshed and back to it, because them boys is, they third in the West now. Kings. I've been keeping up. Shout out to the Kings.
I'm actually really big on Ja Morant coming back and like cooking. I think he's got a troubled past, and everybody wants to act like Mr. Goody Two Shoes these days, but like there's a very toxically ghetto, there's a ghetto fabulous love story with this Ja Morant situation where we gonna look back and it's gonna look dope. It's always bad when it happens, but when we look back at your career, if you do go on to do great shit, they gonna talk about how in the beginning you thought you was this, whatever. I mean, that's the story of all of us black men, low key, thinking we something we not when we young. Who are we to really talk about him, even though he's on a big stage? We can talk about his opportunity and all of that. We are right, and he is wrong. However, there is a part of me that want that ghetto fabulous love story where we watch the black dude have trouble but go on and be successful and be great. We deserve to see that.
This is a part of that, though, because
we doing our due diligence, and everybody is smacking his hand and saying you wrong. I'm just saying that don't change the fact that I really want to see bro win still.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and you know what? That is true. This is just a part of that story for him. Everybody had it. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the people coming out and saying, I am Ja Morant. I had a pistol. all of the Paul Pierce and
Paul Pierce was in a
Stack.
Paul Pierce in a real situation. So he really was fearful for some shit that was going to happen because some shit did happen to him. So when Paul Pierce came out, I know how people look at Paul Pierce now, but I'm like, yo, Paul Pierce is in a real situation. So I get his viewpoint on it. Except, yes, Paul, carrying it, you're right. The flashing it on the Instagram is what we can't, we can't. You look childish when you did that, Ja. Knowing everything going on. If they'd have caught you going in your, if they'd have caught it on you, that's different. You put that shit in the camera yourself, bro. That's why it's like, yo, you make your bed, you lay in it. We gonna sit here and look at you.
Nah, yeah. And it was this dude that was told me he listened to our podcast. He was fighting so hard for Ja. And I told him, I said, bro, people will look at your point of view and try to, say, oh, you making excuses for him, whatever. And there was a lot of people that make excuses, but I understand that point of view. Like, you just want to see bro win. And he was thinking about how other people get to do this and we don't say shit. But I was like, I get what you trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, shout out to bro. I can't wait for him to come back. Because it's going to be hell for niggas. All right, back. Course of action. You got any? I got one. You ready?
First and foremost, let me say this. I told Terrell last week we did course of action. I just felt like it wasn't that good. Not as good as the first one. So I told him we shouldn't do these on some bull. It shouldn't be bullshit, I wanted to be something that we really fuck with.
I like the one from last week.
The one from last week was cool, but I just know we did it just because we did it the week before. We ain't come prepared.
Well, people fucking with it.
And I'm glad, and that's what I'm saying. I'm glad people are fucking with it. I'm just letting y'all know we trying to take it. I'm trying to take it serious. Ow, what did I just do? Ooh, that hurt. Playing with my calluses. Ooh.
Yeah, you need to maybe start wearing some start wearing some of the struggle gloves in the gym.
Damn, that hurt. Ow. Okay.
All right. You want to go first? I got one right here.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you rock first.
Get yours ready.
I have mine ready.
Okay. You walking with your girl down the street, right? DC shit. And at the end of the block, you see a group of young men, right? Yeah. Just a group.
Damn, that's crazy. I just went over this same scenario outside of this podcast. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're walking down the street, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the street, group of niggas, probably let's call it 10.
Yeah.
10 men. They young. Some of them got on ski masks. Some young. They probably young. They're probably all younger than you. Probably teens, 19, 20. But they're just smoking weed, chilling on a corner. Mm-hmm. You with your girl.
Yeah.
Y'all just left from wherever y'all coming from. Y'all walking back to wherever. Do you walk? What do you do? Where am I going? What do you do in that situation?
Am I going to my whip?
Yeah, but you got options. You can cross the street.
Yeah.
And go down this way where the niggas on this side. And then you can just cross again and then walk over to your car. Or you and your girl can just walk straight down through the group. And then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's two different things that I would do. I already talked about this too. It's funny. The first thing you can do is just go on some straight Harry and Susie shit. We walking smack through this group. And ain't nobody gonna say shit. It's just everybody just gonna look at us like this. And we'll be good. But you don't know. I guess what? The worry is that you see somebody gonna say, how you doing, shorty? Fuck him. So, with that type of worry in your mind, let's say me and my girl leave a restaurant or some shit and I see that. If I'm worried about it, one thing that I would do, you gotta understand when you got somebody in front of you. So that's what I always tell myself. I can't get caught thinking, oh shit, what am I doing? And you gotta, your girl is sitting there who will 100% be oblivious. You know what I'm saying? If you feel uncomfortable about it, I think you should be 100%. You can keep it 100 with your girl, but you got to make your decision and go. I'll tell you this. Going over what you should do with your girl in situations like that is going to just make shit even worse. Because you know what she going to say. Let's just go straight to the car. What's the big deal? Or she just going to want to do it.
They be oblivious as fuck to danger.
So what you could do, this is just the only other thing that I can think of. I'm going to take my girl back to wherever we was at. Let's say we walk out of the store or something, and I see that, I'm gonna say, all right, let's go back to the store real quick, right? We'll go back. I'm gonna tell her that I'm gonna go get the car.
This nigga's an idiot.
And then and then I'm gonna just bring the car and pick her up from the store.
And you think, okay.
Because if they gonna fuck me up, then they gonna fuck me up. I'd rather not be with my girl. But most likely, nothing's gonna happen. They just chilling, like you said, young nigga smoking.
But this is my thing. Your girl not gonna let you do that.
Yeah, she will.
I can tell you right now.
If I seen some shit that I ain't want her to be around,
if I tell my girl,
I'm gonna go get the car.
I'm gonna go get the car and come back and pick you up from here.
Yeah. Or you want her to go with you?
I just don't think she would want you to. I don't think your girl would want you to go alone.
Fucks my hand up. I'm literally Calvin Candy sitting here.
You bleeding?
Yeah.
Let me see.
No.
Let me see it.
No, just continue with your story.
Just turn your hand.
Terrell, no. Just continue with your story. If you lift those palms off that turtle shell tabletop.
Mr. Poochie gonna let go of two.
All right, Terrell, come on. Say your shit. I'm not
back.
trying to distract you.
All right. I don't think your girl would let you go alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they don't be wanting to do that.
That's why you got to be an assertive nigga.
I think you safer with your girl.
Nah.
I think you are. And this is what you do. This is what I was going to say.
You might be safer with your girl.
You cross the street, but you still go to your car. Nothing might happen, right? But you don't walk through a dice game. It's the same when them niggas is doing they shimmy in the club.
I never want to be around that. This is my thing, too. This is how I feel. Y'all might say whatever. I want to walk straight over there and past.
Okay, then you're going to end up like Terrance Howard and crash.
Because I'm thinking, who am I to judge these dudes? They probably not going to do shit. And look at me, getting ready to go all the way around when I could just walk smack to my car. What are they going to do?
But it's all about...
Y'all going to beat my ass because I'm walking to my car? I don't know, y'all niggas.
It's precaution.
I get it, though.
You want to be Jody outside the gas station if you want. Man, y'all little niggas don't want none of me.
That's the mistake.
All right. So that's my thing though. It's all about thought. It's all about precaution. Fellas.
Man, y'all little niggas some bitches. Y'all niggas don't want none of me. Whoa. Okay, you just flipped this whole thing. We just asked you where you got the shoes from, nigga.
But fellas, only reason why that's a course of action is because it invokes thought. And the biggest thing, the most important thing, is your girl's safety. You know what I'm saying? If it's you, you might think, and that's why I put your girl in it. Because if it's you, you probably would just walk, or you might do something different, or you might just say, fucking, I'm gonna walk through. But when your girl with you, you don't want to put her in harm's way. Even if you got the dog on you, you still might not want to end up in a shootout with niggas with your girl.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can just stay right here. I'm gonna just go get the whip and be right back. My girl won't even see the shit.
And then fellas, if your girl think you pussy behind trying to keep her out of harm's way and she wants you to
say, all right, back.
Niggas,
come on, let's go. Come on.
No. That's somebody you don't want to be with.
Let's go. Let's get down there. Because soon as they get acky, you going to want somebody to save you, right? I'm pussy. Take her. I'm pussy, right? Look, this next course of action, I told you I didn't want every course of action to be about your girl. What you do with your girl is your girl. So this one, everybody should be able to get a piece of. You waiting in line somewhere, whether it's a restaurant, a lobby, hotel lobby, somewhere where you're waiting. You have to wait, right? Somebody, a stranger, it could be anybody, comes up to you and says, hey, can I use your phone real quick to make a quick phone call? What's your next course of action? What are you saying to that person?
I'm going to ask you a question, a very important question.
Yep.
Does he have on a backpack?
If he does, then does that mean your answer is no?
My answer will be no.
If he had a backpack, it could just be a regular person. Just what's your next course of action? The person came up to you. Think of any person you can. All right, mister with a backpack. If he said, yo, can I use your phone real quick? Make a quick phone call?
No.
No?
I'm sorry. No. They got a phone right here you can use. Hell no. No. Fellas, ladies, the answer is no.
Yeah,
if I'm in a hotel lobby, use the hotel phone. If you're in a gas station, they have a phone. You can use these motherfuckers' phones. I'm leaving. Yeah. I'm not going to be rude about it, but I'll be like, you know what, I'm actually waiting for a call right now, but you can ask such and such right here, and they'll let you use it. Number one, I don't trust this motherfucker. He can run out of here with my phone. Now I got to chase you down and beat your ass over my phone.
And I need this shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Number two, No. Why don't you have a phone? Oh, your phone died. Cool. They got a charger or something. Get you some battery.
That's what you asked for. You asked for the charger.
Absolutely not. Would you like? What if somebody said, "Can I borrow your charger?"
I might. Yeah, I might let them borrow a charger. If it's me and somebody comes and asks me, "Can they use my phone? What's my next course of action?" The first thing I'm gonna say is, I don't even know. Like, first off, my answer is no too. But also, I'm gonna say, "What's going on with you? You don't have your phone? You know, you lost your phone?" Because I want to know why you need to use my phone. That like those type of questions. I'm gonna have some qualifying questions. Where your phone? You lost your phone? Did you leave it? You left it at home? Yeah, you know I left my phone at home. I just got a call. Okay, oh, who you about to call? You about to call some family member, somebody come get you? These are the questions that I'm going to be asking you. And you going to have to give it up. Otherwise, I ain't letting you.
I'm already on with my day.
If I'm going to let you use my phone, you're not holding it. I'm going to say I'm going to put it on speakerphone. I'm going to dial the number you call. Otherwise, then I'm not going to let you use it.
I'm not letting you use my phone. Absolutely not. This is exactly how I feel like this is how I get robbed in my dreams, right? I had a dream the other night. Me, you, and Ma walking from somewhere. A nigga came to us and said, "Yo, that's crazy. Can I use your car?" It was like we had to use like a smart trip, right? The nigga walked up to us and said, "Can I use your car so I can get something?" Next thing you know, this
robbed you.
Let me guess. No, I'm sorry. Next thing I know, in my dream, this nigga pulled out a blade, and I'm trying to fight this nigga in my dream.
This is your whack-ass dream.
You know how you can't beat nobody ass in your dream?
Yeah. When you can beat a nigga's ass in your dream, just know something else is coming. I always have to tell people this. If you are in a dream and you are whooping ass, you already know you ain't supposed to be doing that.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be moving in slow-mo like how everybody is.
Yeah.
You start beating niggas' ass and say, hold up. Every time I've beat niggas' asses in jail and I actually was able to get my shit off. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I'm getting to. Anytime I ever beat niggas' asses in a dream, I get all the way to the point where I'm facing jail time. And now and this is even worse of a nightmare. Now I'm thinking about my life. I wake up like, I was just down for the count. I come out, I'm hugging me. I'm loving my life. But I was able to throw full-fledged punches and shoot and do everything. Nah. Yo, this is another crazy thing I would tell y'all. This is random. I'll have a dream that me and Terrell will do something like this is next level, but I'm gonna keep it 100 because this is real. This is my real life. I have a dream me and Terrell will kill somebody that was after us. Y'all remember on Snowfall where they kind of had to kill bruh?
Yeah.
Me and Terrell will be in a situation like that, and I'm like, bro, they ain't gonna believe us for what really happened, so we gotta bury him. And me and Terrell are like bury him like right in my parents' backyard or some shit, on some late night shit. And that's one dream, right? 2 years could go by, and I'll have a dream where dad's like, yo, we getting a pool put in the backyard today. Yeah, we getting a pool put in the backyard today, right? And like, I'm like, all right, bet. So where y'all gonna put it? He's like, right over there. And I'll be like, in my dream, I'm thinking, me and Terrell killed a nigga 2 years ago and put this nigga in this dirt right here. I know for a fact if they dig it up, he's under there. From a dream I had 2 years ago.
Woo.
You know what's crazy? In my dream, I could come to you and be like, nigga, we got shit to do. We'll dig the nigga up and move him. We literally will do that.
You wouldn't tell dad?
And if we never would tell dad, we just look, we move him, we put him somewhere else. And look, let's say we move him from the backyard to the shed. I'll have a dream in some years where dad's like, yo, we got to go out there and clean that shed. And I'm like, man, Terrell, I got to.
That's crazy.
It's like that's why I said in my dream, I'm facing jail time. I'm on the run. I got girls all over the place. The dream me, he's a menace. He's a psycho.
I was trying to explain my dream. This nigga shit on my dream. Now he gets to go all John Wick mode in his dream. Fuck this nigga.
Did I shit on your dream?
He said, let me guess, a nigga robbed you on some pussy shit.
Because you trying to make an example of how you wouldn't walk. Oh, are we still talking about that? No, we're talking about the phone. We're talking about the phone number joint. All right, look, y'all, we gonna move right. We're gonna move one more. You got one more you want to throw yours?
No, you got it. That was my only one.
You at a restaurant, a lounge, a club, a social environment, a bar. You at a bar and grill. It's crazy how these bullets are scar and kill, right?
No, he said
a scar and
chef
kill.
You
chef you niggas like a bar and grill. All right, whatever. You're somewhere in a restaurant where it's social. You know what I'm saying? You could be at a party, you could be at a baby, you could be whatever.
He said, I chef you like a bar and grill. I scar and kill. That's what he said. But you said what?
You could be anywhere that's a social environment.
Okay.
Where, there's people mingling, right? You tell your girl, your significant other, I'm sorry, I'm about to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I'll be right back. Bet. When you come back from the bathroom, you see somebody standing there of the opposite sex or the opposite whatever.
Oh, spitting game.
You know what I'm saying? Spitting game. And you coming fresh from the bathroom. When you step out of the bathroom, that's what you see. What's your next course of action?
I'm coming back to where I was coming from.
Okay. And so you just
And
go
I'm
over
not
there
going to
and
be rude
have
at
the...
all. Number one, I respect game, right? I respect it.
What y'all doing?
I'm not the nigga that's going to be pissed off that you tried to talk to my girl because you saw her alone and thought she was alone type shit. Yeah. Especially if we at a bar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Single women at a bar all the time. My woman is probably already telling you, no thank you, I'm here with my guy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Here I come. I'm not even coming with friction. I'm not coming on some big what the fuck is going on? What's up? Type shit. Yeah. I'm gonna just come back and be like, what's good, bro? Yeah. We straight.
What
yeah.
you mean, yeah?
Yeah, no, yeah, we straight. Yeah, we good.
What you mean, y'all straight?
See, now if you have that energy, now I have to respond with that energy.
So respond. What you gonna say? What would you say? You talking that look, I'm talking to your girl, whatever, yeah, whatever. So you gonna come over here and say, yeah, bro.
I'm gonna say, oh no. So
yeah, what, nigga?
No, okay, I'm with you. If a nigga's still talking, I'm gonna come over and bring and I'm gonna say, what's good, bro?
What's up? Oh yeah, what's up, bro?
What's good, bro?
What's good with you, bro?
First of all,
yeah, so,
you got my girl fucked up. My girl would never put me in that situation where this nigga gets to continue the conversation. And fellas, understand this. If that ever happened to you and your girl keep talking to the nigga, that is a serious ass conversation that y'all need to have after this. Cause you got me fucked up. I shouldn't have to be like, oh no, that's my girl. Yeah. I will never have to do that. Number one, I don't even have to walk up to bruh at all.
Yeah.
By the time I get there, bruh's walking off. You know what I'm saying? He'll know it's me. Because my girl gonna be like, hold up, hell no. Sorry, that's my guy. Mm-hmm. Same way I would do it. If a shorty came up to me at the bar, nope. See curly hair right there? Coming back? Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Like, your girl should never put you in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
You should never have to do that.
Trust me, you know I've been in...
What would you do, nigga?
I've been in that situation a couple times.
I need to stop cursing.
I've been in that situation a couple times. I say, like you said, the only thing you can really do is bank off of how the conversation going with your girl or with your significant other and them. But if you are in a position where you do kind of have to insert yourself, it ain't about dominating dude or backing him down. I know sometimes you feel like you go over there and you do feel like get the fuck on. But you're right. Like, you the one that's winning. Your arm is pretty. I always say that. If my arm is pretty, what am I in this joint tripping for? It's my arm. Like, my girl sitting right here with me, I don't really got nothing to worry about. So what I'm not going to do is get on that energy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you come over here and you sitting in my seat or you talking to her in my seat right there, I'm going to just come up to y'all and be like, oh, what's up, bro? Yeah. My bad. I'm actually sitting right here. Yeah, I'm getting right here. Yeah, this is my girl too, so. Yeah, she here with me, so.
And there's no friction.
It ain't no friction. Yeah, what's good?
I've been through that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Where a nigga be like, my bad, bruh. My bad.
Nah, yeah. I've had niggas come up to me about the girl that I'm with.
Yeah.
You know that? Yeah, bro. You see shorty right there? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know I'm actually in the stream. Oh, for real? Oh, okay, bet. I was just getting ready to.
I've been that nigga too.
I've been that dude too. Hey, you see shorty right here? Oh, yeah, that's my. Oh, damn. Well, you know what?
And you know what? I've been a nigga that tried to talk to somebody, and the girl was like, oh, no, my boyfriend's right there. And then the nigga come over there looking all rah-rah like, yeah, bro, whatever. And I just let him have it.
Nah, you got to. You take your L.
You got it. You take an L, you keep going with your night.
And I'm moving on.
Yeah. There's no...
I look at it like this. If you step on a nigga grass and he say, hey, bro, can you please watch the grass? Can you really get pissed off?
You can't.
You can't. My bad, bro. My bad. And you just move on. It ain't no point in me saying...
And you emotional niggas that didn't learn how to self-regulate when you was little... Your parents raised you and told you to just be tough. Y'all don't know what to do in that situation. So guess what you think? I'm a bitch now if I don't.
Or we just confused. They just get a little confused about the energy. Like, hold on, wait, you trying to bitch me? Like, because I didn't mean to step on your grass. So if I'm not, disrespecting you, I shouldn't receive any disrespect back.
Maybe you should keep the fucking
Terrell.
grass cut.
I'm literally in the I was supposed to get gas yesterday. So I said, I'm gonna go to the Sam's because I was down there. I said, you know what? Let me hit the Sam's. I go to the Sam's. Sam's don't got no gas or no premium gas, right?
Yeah, they didn't.
They ain't got no premium gas. So I went to this one joint. I said, oh, no premium gas right here? Let me go over to this one. No premium gas right here? Let me go over to this one. Till my dumb ass realized, oh, it's just like not available for every single pump. So I said, you know what? Let me go over to the 7-Eleven. Right? That joint was clean. It was all these cars outside. I said, look at the inside of this joint. They got snacks and I'm going inside. I could have just got gas. When I got in there, it's these more niggas in there. And all you can hear is this dude behind the counter like, I gave you 25 cents. I gave you 25 cents. He was like, and I know you did. I ain't saying that you did. All I'm saying is I'm not giving a fuck about 25 cents. What the fuck do I want 25 cents from you? He kept saying, what would I want to steal 25 cents from you? Why would I want to steal that? And the dude was like, I'm sorry. I thought you were. He was like, nah, I wasn't. But look, he understood. You could see him starting to put it together that this motherfucker really thought that I was doing something I wasn't. And like you said, instead of him just saying fuck it, you could see it start heating up because he started saying fucking. He was saying stuff like fucking dumbass, fucking dummy. He just started just elevating. And they was like, yo, this motherfucker gotta get out the store.
Hold on, wait, though. That's a little bit different because when you not stealing and somebody think you stealing, it do piss you off. You ever been in a Target and that weird motherfucker with the walkie come around the corner?
It never fails. I've said this so many times. Every time I go into the Target, they think I'm stealing. And the only reason why I know is because Terrell know that me and him used to work in retail where you definitely are looking at the young black dude like, oh, hold on, where he going with that? And I realize it's my pattern in Target where I go. It's always the nigga turning the corner. Oh, coming over here. Nigga, you don't need nothing from over here, security. What's up, bro? How long they got you working today? Because I know why you came over here. You're not looking for shit over here. You're not lifting nothing. You're not looking for socks. I'm not going to steal these. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to steal this, bro. Mm-hmm. I get it, though. I come in the gym.
That's the shit that'll piss you off. But you're right, though. Like, bruh, in the gas station, he probably was on his best.
And that's why I said you could see him putting it together in his mind. Like, instead of him regulating his emotions, he started to just get more offended. He let himself get offended to the point where he started to act an ass. Even though the other dude falsely accused you. Remember Nipsey said we got to work on how we feel when we feel disrespected.
Work on how
we react. That's why I said, yo, it's funny how we'll hear some shit and then we sit there and we piece together how it was actually more disrespectful than what we really saw. Oh, like, hey, bro, can you watch where you going? You still stealing my fucking shoe. My bad, bro. My bad. Look, that person is thinking about everything you just said. Hey, can you watch the fuck out? You just stepped on my fucking shoe. And then you start hearing people charge up by saying stuff like this. My bad, bro. My bad. I didn't even see him standing right there. I don't know why it's a big fucking deal or why we got to talk to people like that. Because I'm convincing myself he got me fucked up, so I'm going to look back at him. I said, you got me fucked up. Look, it's instant. That's how we are. We like walruses. We like, you know what I'm saying?
We like walruses.
We like walruses. We like hippos. We dangerous for real. Did you see the hippos in the water with them lions? I don't give a fuck who you are. That's who we are. I'm a hippo.
You need to put that as the little words. We like walruses. And everybody's going to know that it was you.
We like walruses.
And first of all, walruses are the laziest, don't give a fuck, but will fuck you up creatures.
Go out. I'm about to say, just go out there and think you can just cool it next to a walrus.
Let me tell you something. I'm telling my girl, my favorite animal, the animal that I would choose to be in the jungle. If you ask anybody, what animal would you be in the jungle? They're going to say elephant, lion. Make me a motherfucking hippo. First of all, when I'm a baby hippo, you're not going to fuck with me because my mother weighs, shit, my bad. When I'm a baby hippo, you're not going to fuck with me because my mother weighs 60,000 pounds and she'll fuck you up. Then when I become an adult, who's fucking with me? Do you know hippo cannot breathe? First of all, they can hold, they have masses that hold in their breath. They don't have gills. They be in the water because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
All you other, look, water buffalo, gazelle, y'all can't get in the water because you'll get eaten by a crocodile. I wish a crocodile would fuck with me. I'll just fuck it up.
I'm gonna just fuck the crocodile up.
I'm in this water because I'm comfortable here. And my kids are comfortable. And you see what them lions try. Do you see how fast them motherfuckers
That motherfucker
are?
was moving.
That lion was about to be done.
The lion was almost done. If I could be any animal in the wild, it would be an eagle.
It'd be an eagle.
It would be an
There you
eagle.
go.
However, what it would also be, if I could be any, you said if you can be any animal in the wild, what would I be? It was either eagle or I had something else.
You used to want to be a jaguar. Not jaguar. What do you want to be? Panther.
Orca.
Orca?
Mm-hmm. Or look,
Like the killer whale joint?
like a killer whale. The most dangerous fucking animal on the planet, for real. Let's keep it 100. Hippo, there's you, but then there's me.
I'm never going to be
We
in your
ain't gonna
vicinity.
cross paths, but
Yeah.
we do this, and orcas are fucking orchestrated. Them motherfuckers know how to put shit together. Like the way that they kill, it's like we're going to confuse them. They do that thing where they bang their tails and like, they're dangerous as fuck. I'm sorry. And they got that loud, high pitch, bro. You know, I was thinking about getting an orca tat.
That'd be a fire tattoo.
It's a fire tattoo, yeah, because of the darks and the lights.
You just got to be careful that it don't look too
I'm
SeaWorld.
gonna get that joint right here.
Hell no, you gonna look stupid as hell.
I know you. You talk to that boy with the orca.
They're not gonna.
Right?
They gonna say the
You
fish.
talk to the boy with the whale.
The fish tat is what they gonna say, or the SeaWorld tat.
That's why I said if I was thinking about getting an eagle right here, right?
I think that would be the stupidest decision you make.
It would be, but do you know I would grow. I would grow.
You would be the nigga with an eagle tat.
I watched that girl Danger had the panther right here, and everybody loved her for that period.
The dude in the McDonald's window, right? Yeah. He had loyalty. Look, loyalty across his neck.
Damn.
His hand, he had the skull. You know, he had the bone tattoo of his hands.
Yeah.
And then he had a star right here.
Yeah.
He was a great dude. A great employee. You know what I'm saying? He ran my order back, number one. And they forgot one of my cheeseburgers. And y'all, I promise we're going to stop eating McDonald's. It was literally just like one of those fast days. Had to do the pod. But you literally can't think about it, though. I really hope my kid don't make those mistakes. Not mistakes, and I hate to call it a mistake. But that early in your life.
Man, he on his fucking way.
Yeah, but like.
You looking at his tattoos and judging him?
You literally just ruled yourself out of hell of opportunities by doing that.
Did he?
You can have tattoos now in corporate America. You can. But some shit, these are the things that I would say black folks, we got to really think about this. Because, sure, your white boss who has 1,000 tattoos, it used to be one of our DMs that had tattoos everywhere.
Terrell, we get what you're getting ready to say.
But
also the times are changing.
That
dude is not no more setback for them tattoos.
Man, well, y'all tell me what y'all think, because I just think when I saw that, I was like, damn, you know what? People going to judge you.
They will.
And think you something that you're not, because
That's
you're a great
true.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hate for you to walk in. You already got 2 strikes on you when you walk in the interview and they see that you black.
Yeah.
You come in that joint with tattoos on your face and neck.
And that's why I say work on your skill. If you got the skill, I can have tats on the face and the neck and the back and the chest. And guess what? I'm going to get the job.
And then you're 16 years old with loyalty tatted on you. You don't even know anything about loyalty yet.
He can know more about loyalty than you, nigga.
Okay, this is the problem in our community. You see what Yella Beezy said? Not Yella Beezy, the other nigga, the Chico.
600 BZ. And first off, yes, I saw what he said. And low-key, he was right. They just worded that shit wrong. They made it seem like 600 BZ was saying.
Okay, yeah, give context for everybody that don't know.
They made it seem like he was saying, if he do that, he a snitch. Nah, he came out and said.
Hold on, wait, Terrance, because people don't know what we talking about.
Okay, my bad.
600 BZ came out and said that if Quavo if Quavo cooperates in the trial against the people with Takeoff, he would be considered a snitch. I said that this is the big picture issue with our community. But you saying they breezy. 600 breezy. I'm sorry. Yeah. You saying that they worded it wrong. So
I watched the interview, or not the interview, but the clip, and he was really just saying, they asked, do you think Quavo is going to take the stand in the case? And he said, no. And they was like, you don't think so? He said, nah, because I think if he were to take the stand for this case, then he would be labeled a snitch. And he would get looked at a certain way, so I don't think that he going to do it. That's basically it.
Okay.
And they asked him, they said, would you do it? And he said, no. And they were like, why wouldn't you do it? He said, I wouldn't do it because I would be trying to kill the niggas that did it. And like, he wasn't calling them a snitch. He just talked about how if he does do that, he will be labeled as a snitch. Because look what y'all did with Gunna. Y'all don't know what Gunna might have did or what connections they might not have had. Y'all saw Gunna talking in court, instant snitch, and there's no explanation.
But you know what? To me, Gunna, though, is different because Gunna has so many lyrics about not taking the stand.
Trust me, I get it. All I'm saying is what you'll be labeled.
I just think it's fucked up in our community that you can't even, your little cousin die. Quavo and them not in no mob, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody kill your cousin. You can't even take the stand because all of these young rap fans and young niggas are going to call you a snitch.
It's the way that you rapped, what you've said. You stood on something that unfortunately is a street code. So when street shit happens, you have to play by street rules if you want to stay out here moving on a street code. If you want to say I'm a civilian, all right, bet, I'm going to just go ahead and take the stand, cool. But you need to understand, Gunna, that if you're going to do that, when you go back to making music, it's going to be a certain layer of what you created that gets stripped away because you're really not stripping it away from whatever your real name is. You strip it away from your Gunna, your Quavo, whatever your stage name is that you created. You're going to take away from that when you do stuff like that.
And I think
it's created on a street code.
And I think you're right about Gunna, but in Quavo's situation, so I'm not out here on no gang shit.
But you still, yeah, I mean.
And somebody killed my cousin.
My favorite Quavo song ever, right? Shooters in My Crib. It's my favorite.
I thought that was Dirt.
No. Dirk might have a song called Shooters in My Something.
Shoot out at the crib, I think.
Shoot out, yeah, shoot out. I just
okay.
had to shoot out with my crib, sounding hard. Yeah. Well, shoot out at my crib?
Shoot out at my crib is Dirt. Yeah,
yes.
That's from 7220.
Shooters Inside My Crib is Quavo. And, you know, the shit that he's talking about on there is not gangster shit, but it's almost like, you know, I have a reputation. We talked about this with Key Glock last week, where you a rapper, you gotta have you're a street affiliated without choice for real. And you gotta move on street laws if you want to stay street affiliated. If soon as you get on stand and snitch, or you say something, or get labeled a snitch, now you starting to fuck with your street affiliation. Everybody doesn't have one. It's not like I have one. I'm sitting here talking because I know. One thing that I do know, though, is you make the bed that you lay in. And if you make your bed where you have under a street code, you got to live under that. You can't all of a sudden be like, what's bruh name? He was a Crip, but his boy had passed away.
Rapper?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what the fuck is his name? He was connected in the King Von situation.
Quando
Rondo. Remember Quando Rondo was like, I ain't flagging no more. I ain't a Crip no more. You can't do that. You can't.
Man, it's just like
when street shit happen, you move on street rules if you under a street code.
This is why I say it's a big picture issue for our culture.
You're right.
Like, you can't even make art.
This is just ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous, bro.
You can't make art under a street code. Nobody told you to come out here and make art under a street code.
I just feel like, I mean, I get what you're saying because Quavo has certain songs, I guess. This nigga Gunna is different.
Gunna's not different. He got out here and got on the street code.
If something happened to me and you took the stand.
That's different. We not on those street codes.
Neither's Quavo.
Quavo has a song called Shooters Inside My Crib.
So what?
Which means you are operating your rap career. Look, Migos. We the Migos. My plug, the connect. You are known as a street rapper, and you are under a street code. Cause this is my thing. You can take the stand if you want, but you're not going back to that life. But guess what? You're gonna want to go back. So in order for you to maintain your street,
you're right. You are right.
You gotta operate off the street codes, or they're not gonna affiliate with you, and that's just what it is. You can talk about how the world is fucked up. It is, but also there's a way of life.
It's fucked up for us.
Yeah. Circle of life is fucked up for the zebras. You think they don't want to create long leverages of families and long family trees?
They are.
And here comes this motherfucker hungry. This nigga about to fuck up our whole family tree. And
these
we just
motherfuckers
move.
they still be having babies.
They do, but they could also complain how the circle of life is fucked up, how we just keep getting eaten.
Terrance,
You don't see a zebra eating
That's supposed to happen. This bullshit that we do where
it's just a crab in a barrel thing is all I'm saying.
Shit is terrible, and it's nothing to do with the fucking zebras.
Man, all I'm saying is, it is what it is. You could talk about how the power structure of the world is fucked up and all of that, but like, street shit is street shit. Rapping is street shit.
I get it. Movie suggestion of the week. I'm tired.
My movie suggestion of the week is going to be a documentary. Y'all probably seen it. It's something recent for y'all to watch. We just watched it. I got a movie recommendation and book recommendation, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
It's not going to be that long. It's called Murders on Netflix. Yeah, they just found bruh guilty of murder. Me and
his wife and
his
son?
wife and daughter, wife and son. Yeah, it's a crazy documentary. Honestly, it's okay documentary. I'm giving it to y'all to watch just because. But yeah, dude killed his son and wife after shit started crashing down. But the family had always been on some BS. Mm-hmm. We thought it was crazy how the family's name is Murder.
Mm-hmm. Murder.
It just sounded like murder.
Yep. And that documentary has been out. But since he just got convicted, it's kind of like...
That's kind of popping, yeah. What was crazy is when I was in Connecticut, that joint was on our TV, and it was like latest shit, and we seen so much detail from that case. So when we seen that it was a documentary, I was like, oh, damn. Like, I was so surprised by that. But, yeah, if y'all need something to watch for the weekend, there's that. My book recommendation, some people said that I was going to leave y'all hanging. I'm not going to leave y'all hanging this month. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? There we go. For my people on the visual podcast, if you can see it, The Body Keeps Score. Bessel van der Kolk. This dude is a fucking, like, certified, like, legit, degreed up dude. The book is called The Body Keeps Score because it's really about, look, it says brain, mind, body, and the healing of trauma. And I think that was one of the biggest reasons why I really wanted to read this book. This book was recommended to somebody that very close to me. But yeah, in short, it says trauma is a fact of life. And this book basically tells you about how trauma affects you in a lot of different ways. And what he does is he'll use different examples for different people and different trauma that they experience. And he'll get kind of scientific with it about how that trauma sticks with you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because your body definitely keeps score. So shout out to y'all. Hey, look, a great one for y'all to get with. And I already got my March joint. My March book I'm excited for. I think y'all gonna be like, all right, bet, yeah, I'm definitely getting the March joint. Y'all might not have trauma that y'all deal with. If you do, some of you all have trauma. Sorry, Terrell, I know I'm long-winded.
No, you good.
Some of y'all have trauma that you don't want to deal with. Some of you have trauma that you act like it's not your trauma. Guess what? You might need to read something like this. And you can help everybody out by fixing yourself. You ever see that Hispanic dude who was like, don't be upset because you're ugly. Because your partner loves you for who you are. Yeah. Straight up. Fix yourself. Mimi.
You need to chill out. All right, y'all. My movie suggestion of the week is Cocaine Bear.
What the fuck is going on out there? Holy shit. Can y'all see that?
So, but if for people that's listening,
I'm in the trenches. Most of be tough on the net, but really be there for attention. These bitches be acting like they really rich, but really be begging me out of my picture.
And look at him. He goes straight for a Dirk song.
I give him 40, 50,000 cash to start up a business.
For people that's listening to the audio podcast, it's just a bunch of ambulances and fire trucks and shit outside. And this goes back to the big picture problem in our fucking community. And they probably can't even see that shit. Oh, yeah, they can. I can see a little bit of it. But this is the problem with you niggas. Y'all love this shit.
I'm sitting next to Furious Styles right now. You know what the problem with our community? The problem with our community is that you know why they sell us that shit? Nigga, you got your son out here in the worst neighborhood. You ain't doing no better than us. You just pointing this shit out.
Furious Styles was trying to tell you Negroes, if a nigga walk up to me and want to kill me, I'm going to shoot the nigga first.
You know how we do in the black community. We just going to shit on him for what he got going on. You ain't even want to keep your son, nigga. We ain't taking advice from you.
Furious Styles was preaching, man. You got to come hear dad talk.
Come on, sir, my bad.
You need to keep your ass in the house.
Right, Cocaine Bear.
Hey, him having his dad in their house is the reason he got out of that car.
Went back.
People missed that very valuable step.
Very true.
It shouldn't have been called the Black Panther.
It shouldn't have been called Boys in the Hood. It should have been called Black Father stripping a black son from his...
Come on, Terrell, let's go. Hey, look. My movie suggestion of the week is Cocaine Bear. Terrance did Creed 3 last week, so I would say go see Creed. It was amazing. I honestly, before I talk about Cocaine Bear, I want to give props to Michael B. Jordan in his directorial debut.
Keep going, Terrell.
The movie was actually very well done. It was very nicely done. Only thing that I wish they would have did, and this is not really a spoiler, like no spoiler. This isn't a spoiler. I wanted a little bit more of some semblance from Rocky. You know, there was no Sylvester Stallone in the film. So from the Rocky franchise, and for there to be not one speck of ounce of Rocky in the movie, that was kind of like, all right. And we're going to have a conversation one day about Ryan Coogler and his scripts.
He got they said he was very close to having, they said he wanted a Rocky in it so bad.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan, but they couldn't get it. He said they said it was a push to get him.
Yeah, like that felt like that was.
He would hear you say that and say, "We tried so hard."
Yeah, that was something that I really wanted to see. But my movie suggestion of the week, which I saw on the Saturday after the last pod drop, Cocaine Bear is amazing. It is one of the most fun movies you will see in a theater. It's stupid as hell, but it was great, dog. It was a great movie to go see. A bear eats a kilo of cocaine, and now he's addicted to cocaine. So he's going around the woods trying to find the other kilos, but running into people and killing them in the process. That movie was amazing. We saw that. Elizabeth Banks did the movie. She's an actress. She did Hunger Games and a bunch of other stuff. It was her directorial debut, and she did not hold back on the graphic. If I'm biting your arm off, like you're gonna see.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. But yeah, that's my movie suggestion of the week.
Shout out to her, man. Shout out.
And I think where's the? But yeah, that is in theaters. And right now, since Creed 3 is going crazy, you can pretty much go. And out there wasn't but a few motherfuckers. And I see y'all counting how much I curse and stuff like that. I promise that this is the last podcast where I'm doing this.
I'm about to say, they said
I'm about to switch it up.
He got a lot of talk and couldn't even fix his shit.
We about to start a children's show.
Mm-hmm. That'll be fun.
Hey, boys and girls.
Right, you look like
Miss Rachel make a killing.
Kid stuff is the way to go. Your friends will sit there and cringe at it, but they ain't gonna cringe when you sitting there saying, "I got it, y'all."
We would have to have a different name because if you're a kid, if you showing your 3-year-old our videos and then look one of the podcasts or one of our reactions come up in the recommended list or the next up next, we need to be the.
I think that's just so funny that I see the lights and I immediately started singing Dirk.
Fucked up.
And then niggas like, that's exactly what's wrong with the black community right there. Oh, shit. You can tell when you see somebody lining your shit up.
Fuck going on over there?
Must have been an accident or something.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. That's it for 142. We strapped in. Shout out to everybody who locks in with us every single week. Shout out to the realest not on Patreon. We got a lot of content up there. Go and check it out. We got more coming. We got that Key Glaucoma 2 that should be dropping this week. We definitely going to do that. And I don't know what's next, but
hey, before you hit that button, let me just tell y'all real quick, we don't have a sports segment. Basketball fans, I am here. I've been watching.
And we got to try to do something for basketball.
We'll figure it out. Especially with the playoffs coming up, we'll definitely cover
playoffs.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell y'all, we'll make picks and stuff like that. But, like, I'm getting way more comfortable with who's who. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and, you know, I'm starting to entertain the idea of us maybe doing more than one podcast a week. Because then I think we could talk about more basketball and other stuff. I don't be wanting to talk about, you know, shit drops on Friday. I be wanting to talk about shit that happened a long time ago.
Nah, yeah, 100%. If we was to go to 2 pods a week, they'll probably be a little shorter.
They would be shorter, but it would be like we could talk about more.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, bet.
So,
locking in.
Make sure y'all stay safe out there this weekend. St. Patrick's Day coming up, so drink responsibly.